Happy Friday. Welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. One of these are not like the other. I think we can probably guess what I'm flying today, because we have some CRJs, we have some 737s, we have some Airbuses, we have an Embraer. And then we have this big old thing sitting over here in the middle of nowhere. Well, I guess it's not in the middle of nowhere, but, you know, somewhere. This is the 777. So we'll be flying the 777 today. This isn't the newly released LR, or whatever, the one that just recently released. This is not that. I refuse to give them more money on a 777. I own both the freighter and the 200. They're not getting more out of my pocket. Welcome in, P2. P2's gonna step away, be back in a few minutes. Okay, cool. We are in Salt Lake City, as you see up there at the top. We'll be doing a flight for number uno. We'll be going over to Portland. So up to Portland, taking the 777, and the second flight will be a custom flight. So one of those flights where you set up, you know, you buy a flight ticket with APL and do the flight. So I'm thinking the flight will be Cancun. Sorry, reverse that. Havana, so Cuba to Cancun, because I haven't done that flight in a very, very long time. So welcome in to another Flight Sim 2024 stream, and I think I have everything set up. For some reason, Volanta was like really low on the screen when I noticed it, so I got that fixed up here before the stream. And everything seems to be working fine. So let's go ahead and hop into this beautiful 777 here. I have my custom state, which is GPU connected and then the avionics on. And the reason why I do that is because it takes a while to get the avionics on in this aircraft. And I'm an impatient individual, a very impatient individual. So let's go ahead and start up here at the top. Let's go ahead and get these going. Let's get that APU firing up. I'm definitely not doing things in order that you're supposed to, so don't use this as a tutorial by any means. And let's see, so we have all that going. We can do the air here momentarily. I guess we can do auto. Beacons, wings, strobes, and I think everything should be fine up top there. There we go. And yeah, so now we're just waiting for the IRSs to connect. Down here, we're going to go ahead and close the doors, because it takes a while to get those doors closed too. So let's close them door. Actually, we can't yet. Right? We have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait. Okay, so we're going to connect the sim briefing. How do you say it? Shahab, probably. Is this, no, yeah, this is the 200. Yep, this is the 200. Okay, so we're going to import our SimBrief there. Then let's go on down here and go to this FMC, get our position, if our IRSs are aligned. Let's see what happens. Grab the GPS. Drop the GPS. Cool. Go to route. And we're going to request a route. SimBrief. Set payload. Set the fuel. Select the route. What I like about the 777 is it's like, and you know, P2 is gonna probably you know, fight me on this one. it's close as you can get to an Airbus as you possibly can. Shanahab, is that right? Shanahab. Hopefully that's right. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have that all set, and now we can go to activate, execute. Now, BeyondATC had a pretty big update yesterday. I didn't get a chance to use it, but what I love about BeyondATC is they're kind of throwing a little bit of shade out there, but they're doing it so nice and respectfully. And what I mean by that is they always say that all their updates are minor updates, right? Every update they have is minor, but a lot of them aren't really minor. If you look at, you know, us as the simmer, some of these updates are really, really big. And so I love doing that. The shade part is in the notes. They said that Some people were saying, you know, that they weren't really doing anything behind the scenes, and that the business, you know, the software is dead and all that kind of jazz. And they said, I love it. They said, we normally don't post all the fixes we do that we do, but since some people think we're not doing anything, they posted every bug fix they went after. So I kind of like that, because that also throws a little bit of shade at one of its competitors, who always says that they throw out 1 billion updates, you know, a day. And then people are like, well, BeyondATC doesn't do that. No, they actually do. They actually do. Okay, why is my... We had this problem with the Max, didn't we? Or did we have it with this plane? It's not bringing in... Alright, let's try to load it again. Let's give it a couple seconds. Oh, maybe I had to load it first. I guess I didn't load it. Maybe I just activated it. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. I like the fly-by-wire system now, and the 777 has a basic version of it. Yeah, it's just a major update. The major update was BeyondATC itself. Alright, let's execute that, and then let's go 16 left. And then execute that. Flight number is Delta. Now, Delta doesn't fly the 777 anymore in real life, so this is... They stopped doing it, like, I don't know, 20-ish years ago, maybe, close to. So they don't really fly the 777 in real life. But since I'm with Delta, it only makes sense to use a Delta livery. So, you know, I'm breaking all kinds of rules with that. Okay, so we have that all set up there. APU is rolling, right? Checked. Beautiful, grand. I think we're ready to get our clearance. So let's go ahead and see what BeyondATC... We're going to go ahead and do... I'm going to do auto response off for the first start of this flight. And now I should be able to close the doors and all that jazz, right? So let's go over here. Ground. Let's go to ground connections. Let's remove this jazz. I'll release this. Remove that. Then go to doors. Close all doors. Close all doors, please. Doors are all closed. That's why, you idiot. And then arm all doors. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead and get our clearance. So over to 1273, 127 and a 3. Salt Lake clearance. A very good morning from Delta 1203 Heavy. We're ready for IFR clearance to Portland.
Delta 1203 Heavy, Salt Lake City clearance cleared to Portland. Seagull 1 departure, Twin Falls transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 126.25, squawk 5724.
We're cleared to Portland via the Seagulls 1 departure, Twin Falls transition, then is filed. We're going to climb via the SID. Departures on 126.25. We're going to be squawking 5724 for Delta 1203 Heavy.
Negative, Seagull 1 departure, Twin Falls transition, then is filed.
Who didn't like that? That's correction. That's going to be the Seagull 1 departure, Twin Fall transition, then is filed for Delta 1203 Heavy.
Delta 1203 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 123.775 when ready for pushback or engine start.
It's affirmative. We're going to go over to ground 123.775 for Delta 1203 Heavy. Have a great morning. Alright, so we have that all set up, and so we can get our pushback, I suppose. Right? I think everything's good in the plane. Everything seems to be good in the plane. Fuel pumps should be next to go on. Okay, cool. Salt Lake City ground, a very good morning from Delta 1203 Heavy. We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Delta 1203 Heavy, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved. Face west.
We'll go ahead and face west, Delta 1203 Heavy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and face the west. West. Now this is the pack. I think it's the pack sim. Jeez, it's going to have to really turn this one on the dime. This is the pack sim, I think, Salt Lake City. Alright, parking brake is... where the hell's the parking brake in this plane? Right here. So yeah, it is released. Request it. Hold it. pushing back. Up top here, start, and I guess you can just start both of them. Seatbelts on auto, no smoking on auto. Flight director's on. Clocking is a clocking.
All aircraft be advised information Lima now current. Altimeter 3003.
This controller sounds like she will get mad at a foreigner for speaking English with an accent and ask for, "Sir, do you speak English?" Maybe. Alright, we got some good rotations going on. Let's go ahead and bring up some fuel. And are we squawking over here? We're squawking over there. Cool. In the changelog, it said something about vectoring naming. What does that mean? Vectoring naming? Good question. I'll check it out. Yes, the 200 supports a dual start. The bleed is electrical. Oh, I did not know. The only reason I say this is because I saw Kip stream, so I was like, well, he got it working double, so I'll try double.
Gate Alpha 27 via Alpha 4, Alpha to Sierra. Delta 347 heavy.
Oh crap, I forgot I gotta do the checklist. Son of a bob. Alright, pre-flight controls. All looking grand there. Let's override it. Let's go to before start. Good. Speeds are good. Good. Trim set. Good. Got that all going. Before taxi, anti-ice, recall, anti-brakes, RTO, flight controls are checked, ground equipment is clear. Before takeoff will be flaps next. Okay, cool. Salt Lake City ground, Delta 1203 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active. Okay, 2 good engines. APU is off.
Delta 1203 Heavy, runway 16, left taxi via 3 Whiskey 16, Echo Hotel, Hotel 13.
I'm going to taxi to runway 16 left via 3 Whiskey 16 Echo Hotel, Hotel 13 for Delta 1203 Heavy. That's a pretty big taxi. I'm also facing in the wrong direction. They told me to face west. This is west. This is like southwest. So I'm really confused. The 16 and then Echo. Oh, what? Hold on now. Maybe they are right. Oh, holy crap. I gotta make this tight turn here? Okay. They are right. I'm wrong. Alright, taxi lights are coming on. Grand. Beautiful. Flaps are set for 5. Takeoff config before takeoff is good. After takeoff checklist is next. Let's verify this didn't clear out. It did. Anyone know why that does that? I seem to always have the issue where it clears out. Am I doing something wrong? I clearly am. Alright, let's give this a little bit of throttle. Squawk! Keep dual starts all planes. Yeah, I remember him doing it a few months back. Well, I think when this plane first came out, or the freighter version. And I didn't know that was such a thing, and he's like, "Well, can you do that?" And so I saw him do it, and I was like, "Well, hell." Tight turn. Tight turn.
SkyWest 3856. Gate Alpha 38.
I did a flight with the 777 Wednesday?
Gate Alpha 38
I think Wednesday night.
Alpha
And I got a speeding violation.
SkyWest 3856.
What does this mean? Prevent waypoints that are part of the final approach. Hold on. What's this say? Prevent waypoints that are part of the final approach ever being purged, pruned. Yeah, I think what P2 saying, it won't give you a direct waypoint beyond the AFI. Yeah, I think that's right. So welcome in, Fry. So instead of, and Garen, welcome in as well. Instead of it sometimes having you backtrack in the air, it would give you direct. So direct to the final or something like that. That's my guess. That is my guess for sure. Kip will dual start a FENIX and then get annoyed at the Airbus for not allowing it. That's great. I feel bad. I haven't been on Kip streams for a little bit. He streams every day, so I don't know how I miss him, but I feel bad. I'll have to hop on sometime soon. The thing is, like, this week's been weird with the dog and work and whatnot, but I get off work, I either get to watch 757 Spy or I watch Kip, because they're both on in the evening. So I have to decide like who I want to watch at that point. And it depends on obviously what each one's flying and what I'm interested in at the time. That's the best part about, like, you know, content creators, is there's so many different outlets, right? Okay, so here's golf. And we're going to hotel. Hotel. I'm really confused up here though. That's a runway. Right? Yeah, that's a runway. Where the hell's hotel? Is this hotel? Yeah, this is hotel. Okay. I like that I'm the pilot asking the questions to myself. Can you give me a specific example of this fix? Yes. Yes. Garen, give me a moment and I'll bring up a map. Once we get airborne, get up to cruise, or get up to climbing, I'll bring up an example. I know of an example that in theory would work. Again, it's theory, so just because they put in the notes that they fixed it doesn't mean they actually fixed it. But I can give you a really good example to an airport that I know that has had this issues for myself. Alright, we're going down to Hotel 13. And then we're going to go, for the departure, we'll go to automatic responses. Like you would as a real pilot. So I was gonna do on Wednesday after the stream, I loaded up into VATSIM. I was gonna do a VATSIM flight because I had two airports that were pretty close to each other, two that were pretty simple, I'm familiar enough with to do one of my test flights on there. But then we got a severe thunderstorm warning, and I'm glad, well, our power never went out, but it was pretty rough. O'Hare was reporting 65 mile an hour gusting winds during that storm. So I think east of me got hit more aggressive than what we got, but it looked nasty outside. Like it was wild. It wasn't bright throughout the day, but once that storm hit, it was like dark. It was darkness. It's pretty scary.
Delta 1203 Heavy. Contact Salt Lake City Tower 119.05. See you.
Over to Tower 119.05. Delta 1203 Heavy. Have a great morning. No one ever says you too. Salt Lake City Tower. A very good morning from Delta 1203 Heavy. We're holding short runway 16 left, ready to go. They just don't want to be polite to me. Alright, landing lights are on, runway lights are on.
Heavy, Salt Lake City Tower, wind 130 at 9er, fly heading 300, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1203 Heavy. You know what I want? I think I've talked about this before, is I would love to have a button, like a shortcut key that auto does the response, you know, that you can toggle back on. P2 says, have you heard of the troll that goes on every flight sim channel and asks if the plane they are flying has headphone simulation? Really? Is that you, P2? Are you trolling people? I could see it. Alright, throttles are throttling. That sounds bad. Alright, and then we're going to heading 300, so we're going to swing over to the right. Although I think we should swing to the left. There's mountains on the right. There's mountains on the right, left and right. Yeah, I guess right makes sense. Alright, let's go fly. The sound update should be coming out sometime down the road for the 700s as well, right? Kind of excited about that. Rotating. Gently pull back on the stick. Don't hit the back. And we are airborne. Positive rate. Gear going on up. And let's get up to 400 knots, or 400 for this altitude. Swing over to the right. Get on our course. Let's go to heading select.
Delta 1203 Heavy. Contact Salt Lake City departure.
Contact Salt Lake City departure, Delta 1203 Heavy.
Alright, first notch of flaps are up.
Salt Lake City departure, Delta 1203 Heavy. Good morning, climbing via Seagull. 6,000 feet.
Delta 1203 Heavy, Salt Lake City departure, radar contact, cleared direct Corval, resume the Seagull 1.
Alright, we're direct to Corval.
Cleared direct Corva. Resume the Seagull 1. Delta 1203 Heavy.
They need to fix that issue. Alright, and then LNAV activated. Speed's looking good. Woo! A bit of a gust there. Flaps up. I was originally going to take the 777 on this flight, but I was like, sorry, the 737 on this flight, but I said, what the hell? I haven't done a 777 stream for a while, so that'd be kind of cool. Alright, just trim down. At P2, I was going to also talk with you about the, 'cause I saw you post in Discord just before I went live about the 737. I'm getting my planes mixed up. The trim. And so my question to you is, so you have the Moza, so are you using, you also have, do you have the Honeycomb? Bravo? You have you have the Bravo P2, yeah, because you broke it the other day. So, are you using the, sorry, are you using the trim wheel, or are you using the trim buttons? Like, did you program buttons for the trim in the 737? Because I feel that does make a difference for sure. Okay, looking good there. So I don't forget, I want to make sure I put in my arrival information as well. So Portland, 28 left is currently our expected arrival via the the hood. Hood 5. Via the Jatba. Okay. We're climbing. I didn't know you were on VATSIM. Well, that would have been my first test flight in a long, long time. So, yeah, no, I don't do VATSIM very often. Very rarely. I like that 100 mile winds. I like, what now? Oh, it's wild. I have experienced 3 Cat 2 hurricanes in my life, up to 250 winds. Holy crap. P2 says he's not the troll. I only troll people flying a Boeing plane and say FENIX would have made a better version of that. Oh, that's pretty good. Flying init builds planes, I meant. Oh boy. What is the minor update? We'll go through the log here in a minute. Have to log off in 10 minutes. Can you explain your Beyond? Oh yeah, give me a sec here. I used the Moza stick hat switch for the trim in flight. Master Copy, welcome in. Master Copy, we're doing like one of your flights today. We're doing Salt Lake City to Portland. This is like 600 nautical miles. This is crazy long. I might have to take a nap during my flight. Can't be doing these kind of long hauls. Okay, Garrett. So, uno momento. Let me see. How do I want to pull this up? I don't have Navigraph installed on this system. Let me see. What's charts, right? Charts. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me just sign into Navigraph. Okay, so here is an example I'll give you. Hold on, let me hit the button. Okay.
Delta 1203 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center 128.55. See you.
And this button here.
Center on 128.55, Delta 1203 Heavy.
And
Salt Lake Center, Delta 1203 Heavy.
So Garen, here
Climbing
is
via
an
Seagull
example
1,
for you.
flight level
This is
208.
Fargo, North Dakota. I know no one ever goes there. Okay, so this is Fargo. And with Fargo,
Heavy Salt Lake Center, climb and maintain flight level 400.
if we look at runway
Climb and
36 for the
maintain flight
arrival,
level for 00, Delta 1203 Heavy.
here's runway 36. Okay, so you'll intercept Wolf here, right? This will be the approach into runway 36 for the ILS. Okay, and then there's FAR here. You see this VOR for FAR. Okay, so FAR is right here. FAR is right here. But if you see on the charts, it's kind of off at an angle there, right? It's off of the approach. What happens a lot in all of the ATC I've used, other than FS HUD, is that FS HUD gives you direct to I don't know, Optry, I don't know, tie, whatever that is, whatever this fixes. It will give you direct to this point, right? But with say intentions and BeyondATC, in the flight plan, it may have Wolf and FAR in there. And sometimes it has FAR first, and then it'll have you go back out to Wolf. It is really inconsistent with it. What I believe is fixed is that it no longer will have you vector to the VOR if the VOR is in the path of the arrival. Okay? The same is coming in for runway 18. So when runway 18 is over here. Okay? So so let's bring up this chart real quick. So runway 18 is up here. So normally in real life, you'll come in over here and you come and land your runway 18, right? So you'll come in, or you come in either way, right? North, if you're coming in from west, you come in west. If you come in east, you come in east, right? Well, in BeyondATC and say intentions, no matter where you come from, northeast, southwest, it will always have you intercept FAR. Okay? So for an example, if I'm coming in from Minneapolis, which Minneapolis, the typical approach from Minneapolis, where the hell's Minneapolis at? All right, it's down here. Minneapolis is right here. The typical approach that BeyondATC gives me is you depart Minneapolis, whatever runway, you intercept the GEP VOR, and then it has you go to the Fargo VOR. Okay? That's what you normally do, and then you land at whatever runway you're supposed to land at. Even if you're doing runway 18, you're going to come in, hit this VOR, and it has you go pretty much parallel with this runway, but you're only like a mile away from that runway at that point. And then it figures out its life and vectors you in. But there's like no room here. You end up doing this super wide turn out and then come in for the arrival. It's really wonky. Instead of skipping that FAR and having, if you're coming in from runway 18, skipping that FAR and then just vectoring you in from the north to land south. Okay? So instead of coming down here where FAR is, it will come over here, and then you'll intercept the localizer and come on in. That seems to be what I think they're talking about. So hopefully that makes some sort of sense to you. Again, I don't know for sure. I'll have to do a test flight to verify. But that's what I think they're talking about. If there's a VOR that's like intercepting the path or something, if there's a waypoint that's intercepting the arrival, it's going to try to skip that waypoint, you know, or that fix, or that VOR or something, and have you go direct. I think. Now, that does not mean there'll be shortcuts, because shortcuts still don't exist from my understanding. I don't think it fixes a shortcut. And what I mean by shortcuts is the crazy stuffs in Chicago. So, let's see. So in Chicago, let's say you're coming in on this arrival here, right? You're coming in on this arrival, and BeyondATC, regardless, will have you follow the entire star which means it's going to bring you out here. Even if you're landing east, you know, even if you're landing runway 9 or 10, it's going to have you come in the entire star, and then it's going to vector you around to coming in for the arrival. Shortcuts still are not a thing with BeyondATC that I'm aware of. Now, this might have fixed part of that issue. Maybe. I don't know. Because what I normally do, like it says here on the approach at Maddie, you'll expect, if you're landing east, you'll expect your vectors at this point here. So a lot of times what I do is I'll just, if I'm not using BeyondATC, I'll just, at Maddie, I'll disco all this other stuff, and then I'll come in for the approach to land here. So that will be another test to see if any of that's been rectified or adjusted. I highly doubt it. I had the same issue at ROA. Yeah, so let me see. ROA. Oops. Okay, so here's so here's the ROA VOR. So yeah, it would be kind of a very similar issue. A very similar issue. It's trying to intercept you here and then vector you in for the arrival or do some weird crap. So no matter where you're coming in from, it always wants you to hit that point and then it vectors you around. I had the same thing in Albany, New York, I think it is. There's a couple airports just throughout the U.S., especially in the U.S., but probably in the world, that those issues seem to happen. So I'm thinking that's what a lot of has been fixed. We'll see. We'll have to do some testing and kind of see what happens with it. This flight won't show any examples because it's pretty much it's a SID to a star. So, and if the runway stayed the same, it should be fine. Oh, let's also go through the list. Let's go through the list real quick. I just missed you, Lex. I just had oh, you just left Salt Lake City? No way. Heading to Atlanta? Nice. You're still with Delta then, right? Yeah, so hopefully that is what got fixed, and hopefully that explains a little bit to you. But next, let's go through the updates, shall we? P2, I'm seeing also in chat, you can ask a question on stream, that's right as well, that's no problem. So personally what I like to do is I use the wheel. I guess I use part of it time. So if I have to make a major adjustment, I'll use the wheel because the wheel will be more precise for me personally. The buttons I use if I need to make just minor adjustments, right? So if I need to just kind of slowly adjust the trim up or down, I give it a click or two. I won't hold it down because if you hold it down, it will just fly like crazy. The same with the wheel. If you just magically turn that wheel real fast, it will set that off as well. Okay, so in terms of BeyondATC, we'll review the patch notes next. Matthew, welcome in. I've had some issues of it vectoring me to nowhere or into the mountains. I'll try a flight and see that fixed. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I'm thinking that's hopefully what they had gotten fixed. I'm not sure. Trying to catch me, Master. I've had issues with the BeyondATC vectoring. Yeah, I think a lot of people have had that issue, and we've talked about it before. And so clearly they're listening. They're doing stuff behind the scenes. It's complex stuff. And I've always said I prefer the approach that BeyondATC takes and FSHUD, where they kind of put big updates together, not these are tiny ones, because it makes a bigger impact on everyone. It doesn't just help one person, you know what I mean, or one airport. So I like the bigger picture, and they've kind of find the issues. They've kind of find the issues that are causing these problems versus just throwing on band-aids, which I've seen from the other people's. I see. So wheel for major trim and hat for minor. Yeah, that's about it. Irishman, you missed 4 flights this morning. We've been flying for 6 hours now, Irishman. Where the hell have you been? I don't understand. Where's the support? Where's the support, Irishman? Just joking. We're on the first flight. I've Been up for like, what, half hour? Okay, so BeyondATC historical weather. This is awesome. So METARs will now be downloaded to match the 24-hour weather history that is present, in 2024 to match BeyondATC to the sim weather. That might be huge because those like me who have done flights might actually not have the rear runways assignments, you know, the change of runways where it doesn't line up with what SimBrief says, you know, Navigraph, SimBrief, real world, compared to what BeyondATC is giving us. I don't have experimental BeyondATC, only the early access, so I guess I have to wait for the minor upgrade. Yep, you have to wait for the quote-unquote minor updates. Irishman says, bite me. Hello. Will, welcome in. Hello there, unsupported peoples. That's fantastic. GSX had some updates as well. I need to test that out. That will be another test. I need to reinstall GSX. I don't have it installed on the system anymore since I did my reformat. So I have to reinstall GSX and test that. I'm happy to report this monitor has been freaking awesome. So the replacement monitor I got, this is what ticked me off. So I put in Discord that I did cancel yesterday's stream in the morning because I thought UPS would require a signature on a, you know, $700 plus monitor. But guess what? They just kind of left it at the door. And guess what? It also showed up 10 minutes before I left to work. Sorry, 10 minutes before I left to work. So I could have streamed. Could have easily done that flight. Lesson learned. Anywho, so yeah, GSX updates. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that one. So they did make some improvements to the ability to cancel direct to altitude change, runway changes, approach changes, while being asked to confirm the change. So a lot of times I've seen Kip had this problem too. So he'll say, hey, can we climb up to 17,000 feet? And BeyondATC will say, confirm that you are requesting 17,000 feet. And then you're like, oh, no, never mind. Actually, I want 19,000. And it's like, confirm you want 17,000. No, I want 19. Confirm you want 17,000. You know, so you kind of get stuck in that loop. Additional data added to try and ensure cargo traffic aircraft never park at gates. I haven't seen that happen too often. Update the SQ Lite 3 version and apply more exception handling to assist people receiving Unity crashes. I don't have Unity crashes too often. WinWing users, this is a big one. I know that for the longest time, the WinWing button to, you know, set a binding didn't work. So it looks like they got that fixed. Improved the Portuguese voice mapping, so that will help those people. Airline call signs now have punctuations applied to improve vocalization. That's a lot of words I don't know. We got the latest airline call sign data, bug fixes, prevent message of the day box displaying when no message is available. Got some more language stuff. We got here's what's this now? Prevent internal waypoint names vector being spoken or displayed. That's what Garen was talking about. Prevent internal waypoint names being spoken or displayed. Oh. So I wonder if that's waypoint names. So instead of saying, for this one, like Twin Falls, instead of saying Tango Whiskey Foxtrot, it says Twin Falls. And like Fargo's FAR, far. Instead of saying far, it will make sure it says Fargo. Maybe, I don't know. Runway changes will now be detected correctly when the player call sign was subset of runway string. Call sign 4 right, runway change 3-4 right. Okay. Approach selection fixes. Prevent waypoints that are part of the final approach being pruned. I'm thinking that's what we were talking about earlier. Ensure an approach change from visual to ILS will never vector correctly if required. Increase traffic service timeout. Fix fatal errors. Fix bug where perfect 90-degree winds with flow-based airport ops could activate both ends of the runway. Oh, that's interesting. Fix issues where the players can't change to a center frequency after takeoff because a departure airport uses the same frequency for clearance or another ground-based frequency. I've had that issue. Very rarely, but I've had it. Stop duplication of clearance in the frequency name if the scenery has the value incorrectly duplicated. Oh yeah, we've had that one happen recently too. That was that was approach actually though. It was what was that? What airport was that? The hell was that issue? What airport was it? Was it Atlanta? App? It said app. I remember hearing app. It was something like it was something app. It was one of the last flights we had. Let's see. Fix some ops has misentered frequency data, and then airport new new airport ops updates to a bunch of different airports. Atlanta got an update, so that's cool for me. A bunch of US ones got updates. Oh, Fargo got an update. Huh, that's funny. That must be from me. I bet you that's from me. I bet you. Who else flies in Alaska to Fargo? That's hilarious. But I love. Here's the thing. We previously we haven't always mentioned every fix we have applied before. Or sorry, we have applied, but with the increase in speculation, we don't fix bugs and only focus on new features. That's shade right there. That will change in the ongoing release notes, and we will aim to provide more insight. I love that. In speculation, we don't fix bugs and only focus on new features. I love that. That's shade right there. That's beautiful. But anyways, that again, I love that BeyondATC does. You know, they always call it these minor updates, even though they're fairly large, in my opinion. Fairly large updates. Alright, looking really good on this flight so far. No complaints. Let's see, what else we got going on here? He is mad today. He needs his medicine. Matthew says, have any of you on experimental tried CPWD? It's not available yet, Matthew. It's not available yet to early access, or sorry, to experimental users. Nope, not yet. I think that's coming pretty quick though. I bet you by the end of the month, which I'm excited to try. And the 777 has that capability. I'm pretty sure it does.
Salt Lake Center.
Pretty sure the 777 has it down here.
Good morning. Flight level 359er.
But I know like the FENIX has it. I think the 350 has it. I'm pretty sure the 777 has it. I got an OLED ordered yesterday after you convinced me on the last stream. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I seem to have that effect on people. Irishman can very much confirm that I have that effect on people. Try downloading Universal Cabin and it won't unzip for me. Really? Won't unzip? I get it to work. It's just very inconsistent when it works. Like, I can launch it now. I'll launch it now. Alright, that's it. I hit the button. It just loads in the background. CPDLC is not implemented. Yeah, unable to connect to BeyondATC. You're unable to connect to BeyondATC? What's it doing? P2, what is it giving you error message, or what happens? What I miss about Sim Update 3? Nothing. Nothing. There's speculation that it's probably going to come out next week or the week after. No comment. Damn ads. I'm sorry. Them damn ads. Yeah, but there's speculation that it's going to release next week or the week after, and then speculation that we'll potentially see the FENIX update, the big FENIX update coming out shortly after. Again, all speculation. All speculation. Tell you what, man. Oh, I think, you know. All right, this is a not safe for work conversation piece. You know the whole, like, when you you have this sensation. I'm gonna try to use words that are appropriate. That powerful sensation, you know, after doing certain things. I think I had that, if you know what I'm talking about. I think I had that when I turned on this monitor with Flight Sim for the very first time, this replacement monitor. Because the butter, the smoothness, the crispness, oh my gosh. Oh, even now. It's just incredible. It's incredible. I now know what I was missing. I now exactly know what I was missing. Like, the first thing that wowed me with the OLED monitor was the fact that that I could, you know, the blacks are, I was talking about on Wednesday, I think it was, but like the blacks are black, and it's, I don't know if you can really tell on stream, but like this looks black, like straight up black, like the monitor's turned off right here, right? That's what this looks like to me. The whites, I got to do some color adjusting with the whites, but the whites are pretty bright. Not as bright as I would like. I can do some minor adjustments to that, some color calibrations, but they're not bad. It's the blacks that right now that stand out the biggest difference, and we don't really have.
Turn right, heading 2905. Climb maintain flight level 1222. November 858 Bravo Bravo.
Trying to look on the stream versus what's on my screen. Looks about the same right now. It's hard to tell with like HDR. That's what I'm trying to compare right now. It's like what HDR might be showing me that you can't see. But right now is not a great example of it. It's a beautiful livery. I really like it. Don't let Coldplay catch you hugging up on the new monitor. That's fantastic. That's a really nice livery. I really like it. This is the Retro Delta. Oh, hey, like remember Delta Tango was in on Wednesday, and he was telling me, he was correcting me on this flag's backwards too. Is that just how it is? Is that how it really is? Or there's just issues. Huh. But anyways, he was correcting me on, we were in Detroit, and Detroit had the space in between airlines for Delta, and he said, no, that's how Delta does it. And I'm like, holy crap. So that is, you know, he was correct. I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't think he ever was, but, or wrong, I should say. Although this livery... Now this is not... Or is it? I can't remember. Is this one... Is this a PMDG livery? I think it is. I think this is a PMDG. Is this Sky Team supposed to pop into this bar? Huh. Kind of just seems weird. I like how it is, but I also don't. I feel like if they just moved it up, you know, a couple inches, it wouldn't do that. I'm curious if that's real life, or if that's just a failure on, you know, if you just do a layer on it, and that's what happens when you throw a layer. It's interesting. It's a very good plane. I really like it. Alright, top of climb is where? Where's our top at? It's a long flight, so we still have a little bit to go. I'm not sure where top of climb is. Right here? Maybe? Let's see. Or top of descent, not top of climb. Destinations, 1538. So we have less than an hour to go. So we're doing pretty good. Here's our current wind information. Fixes, I don't know how to program. Okay, so we can do our minimums now while we're thinking about it. 28 left is our arrival. Okay, so let's go up here to radio to bar. And then we're going to do 306. Okay, 306 for the minimums. They're in there now. And that's about it, I guess. The radios will automatically be done, which they are. 110 and a 5. And this plane is super easy to prepare. Let's go over here to performance tool. Let's go to landing and route. 28 left. Import, calculate. 129s on the V's. Plenty of runway to work with. All grand. Where is his mouth for the hose? Must be on life support already, huh? Where is his mouth for the hose? Oh boy. Alright, while we're climbing here, I'm going to step away for a couple seconds while we're cruising and feed the cat. Okay, let's see. I'm curious to see how many Odyssey G7 curved is going to work with the... How my... you have an Odyssey G7? Interesting. I thought about getting... Well, I briefly thought about getting Odyssey. I'm so loyal to my Alienware monitors, though. I'm so loyal to them. They've all been really good.
November 858
I've had a total of 4 different Alienware monitors. 2 that are, what are they, 27 inches? Or maybe one's 27, one's 24. I don't remember. Those are my wife's now, 1080p's. One that's 240 hertz and the other one's 120 hertz. And she's had them now for... God, I gave those to her almost 5 years ago now. And... Actually, no, I think she bought one herself. Yeah, she bought one herself. Never mind. She had bought one herself. So I've had 3 myself. But I gave her my old one. And then I bought the ultra wide, the non-OLED one. And I've had that one for 6 years. No, that's not right. 5 years. And I bought this OLED one, back in February. So I've been very happy with my Alienware monitors. That's I had bought, so before I decided to do the 4080 graphics card, I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a new monitor instead. I'm just gonna go that route. So I ended up buying a MSI. It wasn't OLED. It was just an HDR monitor, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the colors. Everything was just off about it. Everything just felt really weird. So I ended up returning it, and then returned it, and I got a 4080 instead. So that's the weird kind of approach I took on that. But it ended up working out really well, because that 4080 was fantastic. The oxygen police is on the ground, though. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to feed the cat, too. I have an Odyssey G9, changed my life. What's the difference between the 7 and 9? Master copy, I have an Alienware 30, what do I have? 30... I have an Alienware 3423 DWF. And I also had my side monitor as an Alienware 3420 DW. So one's an F and one's a W. And the F is the OLED monitor I have as my primary. And the W is just, I shouldn't say just, is not OLED. And I think I found out what I like best here now. So I was talking about how for a couple days I used a smaller monitor as my side monitor, my second screen, while my other one was being returned. And what I used to have is I almost used to have like a wrapped, used to have my monitors wrapped around me, so it's like I was getting into some like VR headset. It was really crazy, but there's so much screen. And I realized when I went to that small monitor, I didn't like all that screen. I love the real estate, but I hated all that screen. It's just way too much screen. So what I'd done is I pushed back my side monitor, pushed it back a couple feet, probably like 2 feet. And now I have like the perfect angle. I can see everything on the screen. It's not like right up in my face. And I feel like I have still plenty of room. So I like what I have done. This works out really well. And I should probably take a picture one day and post it in Discord. That's what we should do. I'll make a Discord. Actually, I'll do it right now so don't forget. So in the Discord, I'm going to make a channel. Let's see, new channel. We're going to call it flight, or what we'll call it. Flight, yeah, let's just do flight setups. Flight setups.
Delta 1203 Heavy, contact Salt Lake Center 128.05. Have a good one.
Alright, great. Bam.
Contact Salt Lake Center.
All right, new channel.
128.05, Delta 1203
Ooh,
Heavy.
P2, I see that
Have a good
foggy,
morning.
approach, or foggy,
Salt Lake Center, Delta
Halifax.
1203 Heavy.
Very nice
Good
picture.
morning. Flight level 400.
Very, very nice picture.
Delta 1203,
So,
Heavy
in the
Salt Lake
Discord,
Center, copy.
if you are not part of it, feel free to join it. It's totally free, and it's very boring. But if you'd like to join the Discord, and in there, J. Russ, welcome in. Speaking of Discord, J. Russ, you should pop in you have an amazing setup. J. Russ has like the setup I've dreaming about having. So I made a new channel in our Discord. Feel free to drop in a picture of your setup, your flight sim setup. Let's see. Next flight in the 350. The next, well, I don't know. I don't think I can do a 350 out of Havana. Well, I'm planning on doing Havana to Cancun. Havana to Cancun. Just kind of randomly popped in my head, so that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I can do the 350 out of Havana, though. It's not a very big runway. I'm going to grab that Odyssey G9, but went with the LG 45 OLED curve. Yeah, I think Alienware gets their screens from LG. I think that their screens themselves are from LG, if I'm not mistaken. My cat just fell down the tower while I was petting him. Okay, so I've talked about my cat, and she had diabetes, and now she's in remission, and we regularly check her blood levels to make sure they're stable. And it spiked a little bit recently, but nothing to be majorly concerned about. Could be a bunch of different things. So one thing that we or that I've recently noticed is her vomiting has gotten a lot better.
Delta 1224.
And I still think it's part of the ear infection thing, that even though the doctors say that's not likely it, I still think it is, because the change is just dramatic. And there, you can't ignore the change. It is quite literally day and night with it. That said, she did... So yesterday I noticed a hairball on the floor, and then she was also like kind of coughing a little bit yesterday. So I'm thinking what's going on is, I think her ear infection might actually be fixed up, because I haven't done any ear infection stuff for over almost a week. But I think it's when she gets a hairball in her mouth that she struggles to eat, because then this morning I gave her just a little bit of food, or my wife did, and she did throw that a little bit up. But she has since, knock on wood, been fine. I've given her the rest of her food, and I just gave her her final bit now, and she seems fine. It's like having a little damn toddler. Master Copy says I have an Asus cheap monitor for my side monitor. Yeah, that's about what I had. I have an LG, just a small little LG backup monitor, which serves the purpose well. I've also learned if you folks don't have this, you need to get this. Okay, this is essentially the most important thing, and you're gonna thank me if something ever happens. But so this was a couple years back, but my keyboard just stopped working one day, completely stopped working, and I didn't have a backup keyboard. Did not have one, so I had to order via Amazon same day. I could have gone somewhere, of course, but I didn't have a backup, so I ordered Amazon same day, just a cheap keyboard to kind of get me through until I got a good replacement one again. And so the tip is, have a spare backup keyboard. Whether it's one of those OEM ones that aren't great, but it's a keyboard, it works. So I bought it's a small, like one of those mini keyboards, it has all the buttons except for like the numlock stuff, on Amazon. It was like $12 or something, so I can just put it in the corner, forget about it until I need it. I also have a backup mouse because you'll thank me one day if it ever breaks on you. At least you can still do things because you have a backup. I couldn't believe I didn't have a backup for a keyboard. You guys are going to embarrass me with your setups. Hey, no, Master Copy. See, that's not the thing. JRS, I'll get back to you. I'm sorry, I missed over your thing. It's definitely not about embarrassment. It's about looking at all the different setups, and for those, if you have questions about, like, yo, I see you have that, I'm interested in that, what do you think about that? It's more of a, you get to talk to someone who has that equipment, and we can all make our own decisions on if that's the best one we want to go with, right? Because I recommend the alpha stuff, but not everyone likes alphas, or the yokes. Some people like side sticks. Okay, so what's the best side stick? You got Moza, you got WinWing, you got Thrustmaster, you got Verpal. There's so many different side sticks out there, and the same with yokes. There's different yokes as well, so it comes down to your personal preference, right? JRuss, the biggest updates for BeyondATC is they did a lot of patches, a lot of fixes, and so vectors, some of the vector things might have been fixed. Big question mark on that. And then a lot of fatal air fixes.
Alaska 626, Salt Lake Center, copy.
A lot of fixes.
Lake Center, Delta
I don't know if there's any new features. I don't think there were any new features per se. Mostly all fixes.
2230, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
And so far this flight's been really good. Really, really good. This one ad keeps causing me to restart the stream. What's going on? What's going on with the ads?
Delta 2040, contact Salt Lake Center 118.05.
Stupid YouTube. Cancun is always foggy and okay, so you can take the A321. Will says, okay, you can take it, the 321, but you know what? You're taking an Airbus. Either way, you're taking an Airbus is what he says. Decision's been done. Okay, I'll take an Airbus. Can you go over how to do an easy ILS setup for landing? Yes and no. So this plane pretty much does it all automatically. So there's nothing for me to really do, with the exception of hit the approach button. So Irishman, I can do the next one. For the next flight, the FENIX. I can do it with the FENIX for the next one. Cancun to not Cancun, Havana to Cancun. Irish, see, Will says he has a VPN and no ads at all. VPN blocks the ads? Interesting. Master copy. I wish, here's what I really wish. I wish YouTube would, if you're a member of the channel, just like Twitch does, if you're a member of the channel, it blocks out ads. I wish. Like, even if it was, you know, reduces the ads by 80% or something, just something that, because now you're given, you know, the channel's only $1, but like, you know, obviously that 80 cents comes to me and 20 cents goes to YouTube or something. I can't remember what the math is, but at least give the reward to the customer, you know, to the viewer. That would be beneficial. But of course, YouTube, all their money comes from advertisement, so I guess I get that point. They would probably require, like Twitch, where you have to pay a $6 membership, where it's beneficial to Twitch as a company. I'm sure that's what the big thing is. Master Copy says, I'm going to be like you with the setup. Oh, did you post one in there, J. Russ? Oh, we had a couple setups. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. So, let's bring it on up here. Okay, so we have J. Russ here at the top, who has just an epic setup. Look at this. Whoa, what's this, J. Russ? What is this crap? What is this thing here? We don't use that. This is a beautiful setup. Beautiful. This looks so lifelike. So he has a tablet down here, stream decks all over the place. You got a second monitor on the side. He's got another tablet here. Bunch of switches over here. Yeah, this is an amazing setup. He has the throttle quadrant down here. Like, this is impressive. This is amazing. Another stream deck. Look at all these stream decks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stream decks down here. 5, 6, 7. 8. 8 stream decks all on this one screenshot. That's wild.
4305, contact Salt Lake Center 132.25.
That's so cool, though.
Have a good morning.
Look at that screenshot. That is so cool. That's amazing. So J. Russ has us all beat. Clearly. And then we have Master Copy. Master Copy. I love this setup here. I love the chair. Very, very nice. Got the WinWing. We got the Thrust Master. We got the McDo from WinWing. We got the whole FCU kind of setup here. The, what's it called? Glare Shield? Or that's the other one. This is the one you use right down here. This BeyondATC thing. Beautiful looking system here. Gorgeous. Master Copies and Nix fans. Got a laptop on the side here. It's a very nice setup. Yeah, I love the chair. I've thought about it. I've really thought about it. Do you do a lot of sim racing too? Yeah, it's a very nice setup. The side monitor, I had a side monitor that was like this too. Very nice setup. I like it. I really like it. And then we got P2. So P2's got a lot going on here. He has the Thrustmaster, the pendulum rudder pedals. These are like $700. We got the Moza side stick. We got a tiller. We got the WinWing stuff here. Very, very nice. We got the Boeing stuff he recently broke. I think I have the same end table. Oh, what happened? What happened? Yeah, I think I have the same end table. Very, very nice. I like it. Got a nice, nice system back here. Very good. The Canadian flag. super big ultra wide monitor. That's the guy right there. Why does it keep doing that? And then we have
Center on
who's this?
118.05, SkyWest 4004.
I can't see who that is. It starts with a C. Look at this. This is nice. So we got some of the Logitech panels. I had this one before. We have the WinWing stuff, the Boeing, or I mean the Bravo. We got 2 Stream Decks. Very nice. Got a bunch of monitors here. Oh, we got a nice what's that called? Like the GPS thing? Is it the Real Gear? And then we have a bunch of the Logitech panels here. Very nice. And then we got the Boeing. Very cool. Very, very cool. We got a side monitor there, side monitor here, and we got the middle guy. Very, very nice. This is a nice setup. Very nice setup. What kind of rudder pedals do you have? This is very nice. I like this. What's this here? Is this a mouse? Is that one of those the ball mouses? That's cool. Very good. Very, very good. I like it. The top of the sun should be coming up pretty quickly here, huh? Yeah, right there. Okay. And let me check a look and see what the top of the sun's supposed to be. Landing runway currently 28 right. 28 right. 6,700. We'll do 7,000. That should work. Okay. Okay, so we lost some of, let's see, where am I at with chat? I mentioned it in the stream and now I can't skip it. I'm getting 77 FPS with the iFly and BeyondATC traffic. P2, that's good for you, right? I can't remember, I think 77 is good for you, pretty sure. Yeah, the FENIX, the iFly is very optimized, in my opinion. It's very optimized. I only get the starting ads, and that's it. Okay. Play the link, Lex? What link? What are you talking about? Now that is a cockpit. LOL, an older PC. You are right. We don't use that. That must be an old screenshot, J. Russ, right? The overhead, yeah. The overhead that J. Russ has, freaking amazing. Sharing my peasant cockpit in a bit. Yeah, I will early bird on the overhead panel from WingFlex. Yeah, that WingFlex one looks really awesome. Really, really awesome. Very basic, but I'm satisfied. Yeah, it's a good setup. I love it. It's simple, does the job. I did iRacing for a bit, but couldn't win to save my life. I'm thinking about there's an entry level Moza wheel set. It's like $400 or something. I saw it at Micro Center. I think there's a new NASCAR game coming out sometime this year, I think, from the iRacing team. So I'm considering, if I get back into it, that I will do that. Rumpel, welcome in. So I'm very much considering it. I used to have a Logitech. I think it was a G something wheel, but I never used it. Sold it to a friend for like $100. Got him a good deal, and then he doesn't use it either. I could probably just buy that back from him.
Seattle Center,
my setup is in the red light district. Tropical storm formed near. Really, oof. Yeah, the Moses next level for sure. I follow the KISS theory for my setup. What is the KISS theory? Yeah. What is the KISS theory? You have the R5. That's the Moza one that I'm thinking about? I use it for iRacing, and yeah, ATS. I follow the DPFF theory for my setup. What in the hell are you all talking about? I should probably take a picture of mine. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Alright. Let me post this in the Discord. Setups. Picture. Alright, my setup is in the Discord if you would like to take a peek. A little dark, but it works. Tis works. Sorry, just text my mom back. Okay, okay, where are we at? J. Russ bought the iFly and the 777 yesterday? Holy smokes. Irishman says, keep it simple, stupid. Oh yeah, the kiss. Yeah, duh. Keep it simple, stupid. Rumple says, I know a guy that did the whole NASCAR thing from the beginning of the season to the end. Says he had a blast. Oh, I bet you that's fun, yeah. I like the NASCAR games as much as it's boring to watch a NASCAR race. I think it'd be fun to do a full season. I when I was younger, I used to do some like the old Xbox 360 NASCAR games, but nothing crazy. Keep it super simple. This was my wife's version, as she was a teacher and wouldn't let me say stupid. Keep it super simple.
Delta 1203 Heavy, Seattle Center.
Oh, we got a runway change.
Hood 5, runway 10 right.
We'll expect Hood 5, runway 10 right, Delta 1203 Heavy. Okay, so runway change. Let's go ahead and get that adjusted. So, arrival 10 right, Hood 5, execute. And then let's go to legs. Let's change this to that. Okay, that should be good. Let's switch this over to descent. And then let's get our radios updated as well. 10 right. Frequency's the same. 10's, what the hell? 100 and a 5. Or sorry, one. Why is that changing? That's weird. Okay, and then course is fine. 224 on the altimeter. Or sorry, on the minimums. Wrong way. What is it? 224. Yeah, I think if that NASCAR game does come out, I'll probably stream that. I'll stream it over on Twitch so that YouTube doesn't get all goofy with the algorithm. Found that out the hard way. If you do any sort of weird crap on YouTube, it gets all confused and then doesn't know how to tell people you're streaming. Okay, so now I understand why we haven't gotten top of descent yet. But we should get that soon enough.
Delta 1203, heavy contact Seattle Center.
Down to 6,000 now for the altitude. Okay, cool. Got that all set.
Contact Seattle Center 132.6 Delta.
Lex has a whole setup lab. Frankenstein.
Seattle Center Delta 1203 Heavy, flight level 00.
My setup is simple though. It's simple.
Delta 1203 Heavy.
Not as clean as P2.
Roger.
P2 is nice and clean. P2 has the setup I'd like
Delta 1203
if you actually
Heavy.
take the time to do it.
Descend via Hood 5 arrival. Portland Airport landing runway 10 right.
Alright, we're starting our descent.
000.
Descend via Hood 5 arrival. Portland
I think.
Airport landing runway 10 right. Altimeter 3000. Delta
not.
1203 heavy.
Let's see. Let's see what's broken here. We got a vector, that should be fine, but we should be starting our descent, but it's not liking me starting the descent. Oh, there we go. All right, now it's cooking. It's working, folks. All right, there you go. Okay, cool. I had the don't pay for anything theory. iRacing is just too much money to do a whole season. Yeah. I get that, you know, they have to run servers and you know, just like Flight Sim, it's a niche community, it's a small community. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the subscription stuff is a little, I don't know. You know my thing on subscriptions. I hate them. And I have my subscriptions I pay for. I feel like Navigraph is, you know, crazy. But it is what it is. I get that everyone has the fees. And I'm sure iRacing has to pay some sort of fees. It's not just servers, but they have to pay NASCAR for licensing of this, that, and the other, right? I'm sure that's part of it as well, but who knows? You can do 0 bar on the 777 going down under. What? You can do the 0 barrel on 777? I got a My Pleasure Enjoy Your Flight from AT. Oh, nice, P2. For my setup, I use my ex-wife's work table and my work chair. I like it. Yeah, it's a really nice, simple setup. Mine's just kind of a cluster of crap everywhere. I clean it up every so often and reorganize and try to hide wires, and then, you know, 4 days later it happens again. Alright, we're on a descent here. Okay, I don't think I have this set up for... The hell is it? Is this not auto import? I thought this auto import. Oh, here we go. That's weird. Weird delay. Okay. Arrival. There's our arrival weather. Here we go. Okay, that was weird. So Hood 5. And approach is 10 right. And then SID. Nope, not SID. Airport. Okay, so let's start with the pinned. Let's go to airport. Alright, 10 right is right here. We're going to exit to probably Bravo 6. Backtrack and then taxi on over to our gate. Makes perfect sense. Star arrival is going to be the Hood 5. We're coming in via here. We're going to take Soda, Rabbit, Hood, and then we should get our vectors landing 10 right after Sizzle, I'm guessing. So after this here, we should get a vector around for 10 right for the arrival. On the approach itself, 10 right. We want to be at 4,000 and then coming in for the arrival. So pretty simple arrival. Should be pretty easy. You'll never hide wires, trust me, I tried. Well, and the thing is, like, if you do, like, there are some amazing setups I've seen on Reddit and whatever be. This is so cool, seeing these big old volcanoes, mountains back here. But if you do too much wire hiding and whatnot, it's very difficult to make changes later on. And that is the case on your PC itself, like internally, you know, like then, you know, using all the, you know, the wire ties and all that stuff in the back of your PC, you know, it's just, it could be very difficult sometimes to change out a part. And I know you don't change out parts all that frequently, but when you do, or something goes wrong, right? And the same with, you know, for example, with my monitor here. When I had to change it all out and I was doing all kinds of testing to see if it was actually broken or not. I have like a, what's it called?
Seattle Center, Delta 1203 Heavy.
I don't know what it's called actually, but it's like this nylon that wraps a bunch of cables together, meshes them together. It's like a mesh. And then I have a bunch of wire ties tying that up to the side of the legs and whatnot. So I try to keep the wires as tight together as possible, but when I was making these changes, I had to untie all this stuff just to get this one wire out and then remove it somewhere else, and just a pain in the butt. All for the sake of making it cleaner looking. You know, it's wild. Curious if it's foggy again in Cancun. I don't know. I haven't been to Cancun in a very long time in the sim. A very, very long time. I don't know why that... all I knew is I wanted to do Havana. I was very interested in doing Havana. And I didn't know where to fly to. My initial thought was Miami. I was like, well, I did that not that long ago. And I was starting to look around the area that wasn't too far, you know, keep it under that 300 nautical miles. And I was like, well, hell, Cancun's right there. There's not much to see. It's water everywhere, but it's a really cool approach coming on in. I organize my wires with twist ties from the bread from the bread bag. I do that too. I have some too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. They work. They're ties, right? They're fantastic.
Seattle Center, Horizon Air 2084, flight level 271.
We get any more setups?
Horizon Air 2084, Seattle Center.
No more new setups. Alright, Will says I have to take the 321 for the next flight. But Will, can I take the 319 instead? Can I take the 319 instead? Will you allow me to make a minor adjustment change?
Horizon Air 2084, cleared direct JORAD, resume own navigation.
JORAD.
Roger, we'll head direct JORAD, then resume own navigation, Horizon Air 2084. Thanks.
I do like the voices, how they're the
Seattle Center.
how they say words differently all the time, because it's just like real life. Like this is me. Like I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest idiot there is. Say things wrong all the time.
Seattle Center, Alaska 1076, flight level 350.
So my wife and I, we watched Gladiators 2. I talked about this that we're going to on Wednesday, and we ended up watching it, and it's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not the first one, and there's some questionable story changes or adjustments they made, but it's definitely not bad. Like it was a very entertaining movie. It was a little bit of a slow build in the get-go, but I do recommend it. If you watch the first Gladiators, you'll probably like the second one. It's highly likely you'll like the second one. Not only boring, but a very untrustworthy channel this is. Always trust the internet. We are on the internet. We are live for millions of people to be entertained with boredom. This is always such a cool approach coming in, because it really messes with your head too. Like, these are... What are these? These are like 13... Well, this is... The elevation is like at 9,000 feet down here, right? And then they got this mountains here, which this one peaks up. I think this one's like 11,000 or something. It's always so cool. Always so cool seeing this.
Seattle Center, Alaska 732, flight level 350.
Alaska 732, Seattle Center, roger.
Will coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome in Keith, Jefferson, Thomas, Omar, and Spoiled Up. Oh, Spooled Up, sorry. Spoiled Up. Spooled Up. Thank you, Irish. Sorry, thank you, Will, for the 5 gifted memberships.
Flight level 340.
Really do appreciate it.
I show you at flight level 330. Climb, maintain flight level 340.
Yeah, plug that wire in that hole. What could possibly go wrong? Trust us.
Delta 1921.
I really wanted to, when I did this, when I did the computer changes with my wife and my system, our systems, I really wanted to record it or live stream it, but I ended up doing it late at night, and she also helped me, and I know she doesn't want to participate in any kind of streaming or video recording. But I thought it would have been kind of cool. Plus, it went on forever, and I also ran into a couple trouble issues, so it worked out that I didn't. But I thought that would have been a cool video to make, and then people criticize my wiring of my system.
United 1693, Seattle Center.
It's always fun when people criticize you on things that really don't matter. You know what I mean? It's no different than people criticizing, you know, if I'm flying a Boeing with a joystick, or if I'm flying an Airbus with a yoke. Like, you do what you want to do. It's for fun. It's a hobby, right? You do it your way. As long as you're not breaking any laws or hurting anyone, right? Yeah, do it your way. Whatever floats your boat, whatever works. Like, people, it's wild to think of, like, people posting photos on Reddit, you know, their setup, and they're like, oh, I got a really cool setup, I really like how this is, or I got this new, you know, this new computer or something, and people are just criticizing, you know, like, oh, look at all those wires, it's awful, it's terrible, you can't have your cat standing that close to your computer, it's going to start on fire, you know, all these different things. And it's like, dude, they're here just to show off what they have. They're excited. They want to spread their excitement with others. Just let them have their moment of excitement.
Alaska 586, Seattle Center, radar contact.
P2 says I have to go to a meeting and explain to my reportee why his promotion is delayed, though not due to my fault. Oh gosh, good luck, P2. Good luck, P2. All right, speed brake is away. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun. Mountains are so much better looking in 2024. I can even increase the LOD to make it better. Which I think that's going to be my mission during the weekend. Is I'm going to try to optimize my settings even further. Now that I got the monitor thing situated, figured out, I think that's what I'm going to work on Sunday. Okay, we got FMS, we got drag required, even though I had it out. Alright, descent, recalls, notes, auto brakes, landing data, we already did that. Briefing is all complete. And then approach will be next. I don't do the auto brakes. I know you're supposed to, but I don't. I don't know why. Just prefer not to. Will says Irish or Will? Irish says, be sure to hit the like button, everyone. Hit the like button, please. I think I'll go and get another monitor today. Oh boy. See, Master Copy's just getting all in it now. So I had bought, so when I first got into flight simming, you know, with 2020, I had just I had a 24-inch Alienware, whatever. Didn't have a side monitor. And it really wasn't until I got into like recording videos where I was like, I think I need that side monitor. So I ended up buying like just an inexpensive, that was my backup monitor I was just using. It was like $60 or something, LG monitor. Served the purpose, did a great job. But the contrast between going 120 hertz to a 60 hertz monitor, even for the side monitor, it just messing with my head, right? So I ended up buying another monitor eventually. This was a couple years later, a year or two later. But ended up getting a monitor that was 90 hertz? It was 90, I think. And I was like, that would be fine because I was capping my FPS at 90 as it is, so the difference would be minimal. And it worked out really well, really well. And then I ended up getting this monitor, and you know, things ended up changing.
Portland approach, Delta 1203 heavy. Good morning.
Got the bug now.
600 feet.
It's easy to get. Like, after P2 talks about his Moses stuff, that bug is hard. That bug hits really hard. I've talked myself out of it several times this week. One is I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't have the money for it. More importantly, I don't have the money for it, and I shouldn't spend any money I don't have for it. Considering I have, you know, medical expenses coming up soon again. So I need to be smart about income. All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. Our airport is right down there.
Alaska 1163.
I don't remember whose Portland I have, but it is a very good airport.
Descend and maintain 3,500 feet. Altimeter 3000. Alaska 1163.
Yes, I do have that universal, the flight announcement thingy, but it's clearly not working. It's on, I'm pretty sure. Let me just verify, but yeah, it's on. It's just not working. I think I'll have to uninstall it, reinstall it. Master Copy still has 758 miles to go. Holy crap. Alright, landing lights are coming on. Beautiful, grand. You can buy the sub for SI now. Irishman and me support you. Oh, man. I wonder if my account is still blocked. That would be a nice thing to know if, like... That's the thing that's stupid about their system is... If they administratively block you or disable your account, you don't know. Like, it doesn't tell you you've been blocked. It just says deactivated. You know, like your status is deactivated because you don't have a subscription. So you go buy a subscription, and then you try to use it, and it says you can't use it. But it doesn't tell you that you've been blocked. So you're thinking there's some technical issue on the side, right? That's not the case. It'd be nice if they did some sort of, you know, we don't want your money kind of thing, which is crazy to think some company blocks you because you're reporting on your honest viewpoints on a product. It's wild. But whatever. They don't want money, they don't want money. Not that I was going to give them a lot of money either. Again, I've said it before, I would check it out every several months. You know, I'd say every 6 months. Every 6 months I'd pop in there and give them $15, whatever, to try out a month of it. See the progress of it, because I know I'm not going to like it enough. But it would be nice to be able to report it and say, you know, hey, it's broken still. You know, instead of hearing from it from other people. I've had the honor to do a flight with someone. I didn't fly, I just sat in. Someone doing a SI flight recently with traffic and got to see what it's like firsthand. I'm none too impressed. None too impressed, I will say. It's your wife, maybe. Alright, come up on 6,000. Yeah, this port, like I said, this Portland's a nice airport. I really like it. Now, again, I don't remember who it is, but it's a good airport. Optimized well. Although I'm a little concerned because not really showing up the terminals.
Alaska 1163.
Alaska 1163, cleared visual approach runway 10 right.
Cleared visual
Master Copy says you think about canceling this up with them?
Alaska 1163.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I've been just very happy, even with some of the issues that BeyondATC has. They're all going to have the issues. But I'm more willing to give my money to the voices, because the product is more consistent, in my opinion. You know, I think you fly in different parts of the world, do different kind of flights and all that kind of jazz. It depends. Like, again, if you're doing just VFR flying, well, that's really the only option right now. But when BeyondATC brings in VFR, it could change the entire landscape. It really could. Where's your FENIX livery? Or your FedEx livery? We gotta do Delta, man. We're flying Delta. Can't be doing FedEx. I watched the same, and Manchester Tower. Sounded like it was being controlled by what's it? Dumbledore? Yeah, from Harry Potter, right? I don't like their brakes or their voices. I don't like the voices over there. They changed them like a year ago. I've always disliked them. I've always disliked the voices they changed to. Really hate them. Really, really hate them with a passion. I hate my voice. That just tells you how much I hate their voices. It's awful. I hate it when they make that change. When they were making the suggestions and like, hey, what do you think about a new voice? I'm like, no, I don't like them. I dislike them. Doesn't matter. You only use them with short flights. Yeah, that'd be interesting to test this next flight. This is going to be a big test with BeyondATC. It was hilarious. All right, so we're now going to be just on our course, heading mode.
2084. Good morning. 14,900 feet with
And we should get vectors to the left.
Horizon Air 2084, Portland approach. Good morning, altimeter 3000. Expect the visual approach runway 10 left.
And we're stuck at 6,000.
3000. Expect the visual approach runway 10 left. Horizon Air 2084.
So I'm not going to go any lower. I'm banking on them bringing me in correctly. I'm going to put in 3,000 for the altitude. I'm not dropping though. I refuse. I refuse. I'm going to be heading 281, 28. That works. 283 is good enough. It's off 2 degrees, but it'll work. Oh, why am I descending? I didn't want to descend. How do you turn? Does this hold? No, that's like a hold, right? Ah, whatever. We're descending now. I'm sitting there thinking, suck on that oxygen, buddy. You can do it. He was only giving the okay for departure. I think for now, with this limping bird, you're going to do a 99. 99? Oof, you have a lot of faith in me. Although I feel... I shouldn't say it. I feel it's easier to kind of butter the 777 than the 350 or the 737 or the 320s. I feel. Altimeter 3000.
Delta Delta 1203 Heavy, turn left, heading 165, intercept the 10 right localizer, descend, maintain 3000, vectors for the approach.
Alright, 165, heading mode.
Turn left, heading 165. Intercept the 10 right localizer. Descend, maintain 3000. Delta 1203 Heavy.
That makes me a little nervous about the altitude. That's a lot to have dropped, or need to drop. Now it's holding off at 3,000, or 4,000, sorry. So it looks like it's all fine, but I was supposed to be at 6,000 at this point. So the drop down to 2,000 here, that's a lot to drop 4,000 feet in not a lot of nautical miles. I'm not sure what the distance is, but it's not a lot. It's like 10 nautical miles, so that'd be pushing it. So I think there was an issue with the altitude there. Again, we were, what, 2,000 below what we were supposed to be at, based on the last ATC call. Alright, so we're going to clear the, or get, intercept the localizer. Limp, welcome in. Bigger birds are better to land. Did someone say limp? Alright, let's go ahead and arm the approach mode. So yeah, Irishman, there's really not a lot with this plane. You just hit the button and kind of just does its own thing once it intercepts the localizer. Had that problem earlier this morning with BeyondATC. Yeah, they still don't seem to have the altitude constraints properly set. Like, they know they've said they fix it, and then they didn't. Not intercepting the localizer. Why are we not intercepting the localizer? There. Nope, that's not it. That's nav. Airplane, why you no intercept? Radio is 1105. Yep, so the radio's right. We're not intercepting though. I think we're gonna have to go manual. Alright, go on down here. Approach altimeters are checked and set. Landing, speed brakes, landing, flaps. Okay, good, grand.
Delta 1203 Heavy, airport is at your 12 o'clock 10 miles. Report the field in sight.
Alright, AP's off my aircraft. We have the field in sight, Delta 1203 Heavy. Okay, so we just kind of flew past the...
Delta 1203 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 10 right.
Past the airport, never intercepted localizer at all. Radios are set, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. 100, it's all, it's not showing you a DME here. I'm not sure.
Over to Tower 1, 23.775, Delta 1203 Heavy.
Alright, a little high on the approach to start off with.
Portland Tower.
He needs oxygen, I told you.
Heavy, visual runway 10 right.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Delta 1203 Heavy, Portland Tower. Wind variable, runway 10 right, cleared to land.
Okay, so we heard that was the
Runway 10
universal
right,
announcement
cleared to land,
thingy.
Delta 1203 Heavy.
Alright, flaps down. Let's go to manual on the speed because it seems like we're coming in hot on that. I'm going to do 145. That seems to be the sweet spot in this plane. We're coming in hot, Captain. Alright, that should work. Still a little high. There we go. And flaps 25, we'll just do that for the landing. That should be fine. Alright, now we're on the localizer. We're not on the localizer, we're on the glide slope. Now we're off it again. I'm struggling with this plane.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
All right, landing.
100.
No auto land. Well, no crap.
30. 20. 10.
Let's butter it. Touchdown. Reversers. And welcome to Portland. Reversers are stowed, flaps are going up. And I think we could make this next one, which was, I think, our goal of Bravo 6.
Delta 1203 Heavy, exit left at Charlie 6.
Charlie 6.
Exit left at Charlie 6, Delta 1203 Heavy.
That was weird. I wonder why it didn't intercept the localizer. It's all programmed. Alright, landing lights are off. Turn-offs are off. That's very, very weird. Let's see. What do we have available for gates? I guess Delta Park's on the other side, huh? It's all Alaska.
Delta 1203 Heavy, contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 121.9er, Delta 1203 Heavy.
You hear how, like, the announcements just randomly started? I don't understand. It's been on the entire flight, I think. Well, no, it's been on since cruise or something.
Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Checking in the seat pocket.
I have no idea where Delta Park's.
Overhead locker. Do take care.
There's a big bird over there.
As items may have moved during flight. Smoking is
We'll park
not
over here, maybe.
until you reach
Unless Delta Park's on the other side. I don't know.
on behalf of the captain and the crew.
We'll tour the airport a little bit. It's a nice little airport.
Looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete
Let's
your
see. Where are we at here? Gotta. In Mexico, I'm always having messed up with altitudes. Altimeter is always 2,000, 3,000. Always 2,000, 3,000 off? Watch out for the 5.7 Chewy on the runway. Let's see. Let us see the 99 cap. It was pretty smooth, I felt. Master copy. I'll check what the scenery is. I always forget. It's 100 degrees in Amsterdam? Holy crap. Yeah, that's the FENIX announcement, Lip. There's a universal announcement thing over on Flight Sim, or Flight, what is it called? Flight Sim.to, yeah. That you can get. It's free, and what it uses is the FENIX announcements, which is cool. But it doesn't quite always work for me.
Pushback approved. Face northwest. Empire Air 7686.
Empire. Oh. Let me see while we're taxiing out or taxiing in. This. Let me see what this is the flight beam. The flight beam, Portland. Yeah, I think Delta Park's down on the other side. I think I see a Delta over there. Watch the speed, watch the speed. That's the southwest. I don't know where the hell Delta Park's. Alright, we'll just pick one of these gates. Although I think is that Delta there? I think that's a Delta logo. I think we found her. Woo! I think we found her spot. Can I make this turn? Oh, I can make that. Where's the line at? That's at an angle. I don't want that one. Oh, it brings us in right here. Perfect. Alright, taxi lights coming off. Alright, there's a chance we got 100% on this. A chance. Not a big chance, but a chance. Alright, parking brake is set. I'm gonna see what the lines down here say. Is the 777, can it even come in here? Seven five seven 737. No. That's a negatory. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to the tablet, dude. We're gonna go to ground operations. We're going to go to set shocks. Request to ground power. Door management next. Up top here. It automatically switches over to external power, right? And then we can go on down below and cutoffs for the engines. Engines should turn off. All should be grand. Heard a beep, so beyond our APL is turned off. We can go to disarm all doors. We can open up the left passenger side.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
And then how do we get the jetway? Here we go. Jetway. There we go. Oh, I opened the wrong door. Wrong door's open. Alright, let's see what we got with APL. APL, or not, yeah, APL. All right, let's bring that up on the screen so, you know, it can't be disregarded as a cheater. Logbook. $98. Oh, I got screwed, man. What happened here? Oh, I was too fast. Yeah, coming in. 185 for the landing rate. Not bad. 185. I'll take it. It's like 90 more than what you said, Will, but good enough. All right, next flight, we're going to do shop. We're going to go to tickets, and we're doing MHA to what? What the hell is the airport? MMHA? No, that's not right. Something's wrong here. MU... Alright, I'll come back to this, because I forget. We'll come back to that one. I gotta look at the map. I'm not smart enough to do it by memory. Alright, we're gonna restart the sim, though. Because that's what we do. Universal cabin is more for 2020, not 2024. They haven't tested in 24. Oh, that's why. Okay, okay. That explains it. That explains it. I think that might be a copyright infringement. Enjoy some of our Florida weather. This is BeyondATC, yep. Also, welcome in. Okay, so what's our next flight? Next flight, we're gonna do this 319. Will's gotta go pee, people. And the next flight, we're doing Havana. HUMA, or MU, alright, hold on, flight tickets here. MUHA. We're gonna go to down here. Here we go. Oh, MMUN. MMUN. Search. And well, I don't have any liveries for the flight we're doing, so we're just gonna... We'll do Delta. We'll stick in with Delta. Alright, we got that all set up. Let's recycle the sim. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, let's recycle the cinnamon. Not the cinnamon. Have you used the Clear Cache program yet? No, I haven't.
Another subscriber.
Thank you for the subscription, True Nighthawk. Much appreciated. Welcome in. So this is a universal, but I don't have it showing up right now, but I'm gonna just clear it out because we'll use the FENIX for the next flight, so we don't need it. Okay, let the Steam disconnect that, and looking good. I bought the new RoboCop unfinished business game yesterday. If you like that game, you can get it from CD Keys and Green Man Gaming, which are legitimate places to get games for cheaper, and they both have it for like $7 off, so it's like 22 bucks. And I really like the first game; had a lot of fun with. So if you really like that game, I do recommend getting the second one because it's pretty much the exact same as the first one. It's been brilliant for me. Talk about me, please, when I'm away. So, Will, that Will guy, tell you what, anyone whose name is William, you know that there are some problems, right? Because, like, you know that guy, Will I Am? It's always about him. It's always about things he's doing, right? It's always gotta be about Will. You gotta always include that Will I Am guy. I think that's how Will is. Oh, Will's back. Sorry, quiet. People, be quiet. We didn't say anything bad about Will. We will a lot. Do you get XP for the flights to Cancun? Yes. So Master Copy, you will get XP, but you don't get any money. You spend money. You spend money, but yeah, you get XP. So it'd be the same thing. You can get the 100% XP. Too late, sucker. Oh, that's pretty good. I do see there's an event in Russia on APL. I might do that one at some point. It's for today. I never fly in Russia. It'd be my first ever flight in Russia. So I might do it. I don't know. It's like 200 and something nautical miles. It's not a big flight, thankfully. That's why I'm only considering a possibility. But it'd be a nice XP boost. Let me see, what is it? It's let me bring it up on the screen. I gotta get a button for this. Okay, it's right here. UNOO to UNNT. Yeah, it's this guy here. And so it's 200% XP. 200% XP. So I normally get 80 XP, so I'll get 160 XP. Just get double the XP. Oh, it's 300 nautical miles. So I might check it out. I don't know if there's any free airports for that. I might check it out. Like I said, I've never done a Russia flight. These ones are all longer hauls, so way outside my league. Alright, so we got our Cancun flight here. Loaded on up. Let me get FSU IPC going in the background as well. And then we'll need BeyondATC. Oh yeah. And then we'll switch over to that.
Another subscriber.
And Caesar Gabriel, thanks for the subscription. Much appreciated. Okay, so we're going to be doing the 319 for this flight. Like I said, I don't have a livery for this. Oh, what happened? I don't have a livery for this airline, or the airlines that fly into Cancun. But let me see if there's anything that would kind of make sense. Because Delta doesn't really make sense, but... I guess that maybe, but that's more South America. Nah, we'll just stick with Delta. The hell with it. Plus I have custom sound pack for the Delta Airlines with the FENIX. Alright, we are doing MUHA. Now I have not tested the Cancun in 2024, so I guess we're gonna see what happens here. SimBrief, let's get the briefing. And this is the CFM and runway 6 out of Havana. Let's do... I like this gate for some reason. Alright, loading that in. This is my first time trying the FENIX with the replacement monitor too, so that'll be interesting. MPAR 3. Alright, I always like to give the FENIX a few more seconds to kind of fully load in. And I gotta mention, Kevin in Discord, he also comes into this chat sometimes today on stream, but he was asking for a screenshot of the 737 work folder, the PMDG one. And I don't have the PMDG 737 installed anymore, so I can't get you a screenshot of that. But if I do actually install it again, I will. So if you happen to be watching either this one or a replay, that's why I don't have that anymore, sorry. Oh shoot, what was our flight altitude? 28? 38, jeez Louise, 38. Where the hell are we going so high? Alright, hit that button.
BeyondATC connected.
Dodge the drone event. P2's back. Welcome back, P2. Cancun's not that bad. One of the better airports in Mexico. Just hit the Havana, Montcrisco Cigar. Havana, na na na. Okay, let's see. FENIX, import, mass, load it, Insta. Oh man, you know, TAA is so crisp and clean. It's like one of those things, like when people are like, you know, DLSS sucks, it's all blurry in the cockpit, I'm like, you guys are crazy, how do you tell the difference? And then when you switch over to it every once in a while, you're like, holy shoot, yeah, it is. It is a lot crisper. It's wild. All right, up top here, on, battery 1, 2, pumps are pumping. Pump up the jam, navs, crew supplies, wings, master switch, compass, emergency lights, no smoking, seatbelt, and start the APU. Swing on down below here, we're going to go to config, failures, nav, scroll on down to the IRSs, get those auto aligned. Hey, should I do, let me turn on first officer. Alright, first officer is officering first. Although the last flight I did with first officer, it was doing, it wouldn't, let me see, let me just check the settings real quick. Off, 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 off. Okay, cool. Auto flow smart. It wasn't using my custom profile. Okay. Start. We're doing the A320. A320. Gate. 15 start. Good. Yep, yep. Beautiful. Grand start. Alright, cool. So for those who do not know, this is going to be first officer. FSO. Here's first officer. So you can see it on the screen. This is first officer. It's a fantastic little tool. No, it's not a tool. It's not like a tool. You know, you tool. It's a nice tool. In its request, we are going to be... oh, crap. I didn't change our call sign. What are we? Who are we?
Good afternoon, Captain.
Viva? Who are we? What airline is this? VIV 313. Alright, cost index, briefing panel. Fetch it. And 6. Cruising up to 380.
Cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation completed.
Over here, send to the McDo. Send to the McDo.
Passenger signs. On.
Clear.
IRU.
Clear.
Nev.
Next. Good. Performance. Good. Flaps 1.
FMGS.
Sit.
departure
Departing
briefing.
runway
It will be a left seat
6.
takeoff from Mike Uniform Hotel Alpha
Empire
2.
3.
Mike Uniform November.
The
Taxi route is per ATC instructions.
Mumpkin?
We'll be departing
Monkey?
on runway 06,
Think?
climbing via the departure procedures to an initial altitude of
In
38,000 feet.
Cancun, arrival
Standard
12
reject
right.
and emergency procedures
That's
apply.
X-ray.
Any
That's probably
questions?
Yankee.
No.
Is there a Yankee?
Completed.
Zulu.
Cockpit
Here's Yankee.
preparation checklist completed.
NOSA 1B. And NOSA. Okay, cool. Okay, that's all grand. That's all beautiful. Looking fantastic. Let's go to Satsu.
Before start checklist.
On board, receive messages, load messages, accept it, return,
120. BR
accept it, performance. Cool. Altimeter is set and checked.
Closed. Passenger signs.
Okay.
Beacon lights.
380 is ridiculous, man. Change it. Yeah, it's really high. 380 is crazy high for such a short flight. We'll see what happens. 2024 has a bug where if you move your camera around the windows while the plane is turning, it turns off AP. Really? I haven't had that bug happen. P2. I love TAA. Yeah, TAA is fantastic. TAA with FSR and 100 plus FPS, no stutters. Yeah. Will says, yeah, first officer. I'm trying to configure my first officer. Look like it's all working now. Well, the last time I did it in the 737, the iFly, and it wasn't doing my custom profile, so that's weird, even though I had it in there. I faced it all the time with the default aircraft, not the FENIX, but I see iFly has that bug too. Interesting. Do you just verify? Make sure you don't have the any AP settings for the button. For like it would be the left button, right? No, right button. Yeah, right button. Because I know in the PMDG 737 in 2020, it clicks something. It doesn't click AP for me, but it clicks something in that sim. Because I'd always hear the click noise. I'd be telling him to shut the hell up. I'm busy. I think you're Mobiflight, man. Oh, maybe you're Mobiflight. Yeah, Will. Or P2. I didn't think about that. All right, let's get clearance now, shall we? What airline are we? What does Viva? Is it Viva? I guess I'm just gonna auto respond because I don't know what airline. I don't even know what airline we're flying. I forgot to change it to Delta.
Viva 313
Fiver.
on our way to Cancun Airport.
Viva. Isn't it Viva? It's Viva though. I think that's for say Viva.
Viva 313. Yeah. Marty ground. Expect runway 06.
Marty ground.
FMR3 departure with a MAPKI transition. Initial climb to flight level 060. Squawk 4763.
6,000.
FMR 3 departure with the MAPKI transition.
FMR 3.
Squawk for 763. Viva 313.
Alright, APU is on, good, bleeds, external power is off. GPU and chocks disconnected.
Roger that, Viva 313.
Viva! Martin ground, Viva 313 ready for pushback and engine start. Viva Marty!
Marty ground, pushback approved. Face southeast.
Southeast. There's only one way to face.
Pushback approved. Face southeast. Viva 313.
Alright, release the park and brake. Request a pushback. Hold it. We're pushing back, folks. Welcome. System 1. Start engine. Squawking. Engine number 1. Ground spoilers are armed. Oh, you're with Viva? That's fantastic. I forgot about that. I should have got the livery. Ah, dang it. Oh well. Nag, damn it. Alright, so pushing back, we're probably going to get Delta Alpha for our taxi. It's Aerolinas, Argentina. Engine number 2 is next. Flaps number 1.
Engine 1 started.
Engine 1 start, folks. And we're doing a trim up 7. Good. All's on there. Hasta la vista. Alright, taxi lights are on. Right to ground, the Viva 313 ready to taxi to the active.
Viva 313.
Engine 2 started.
06 taxi via Delta Alpha.
Runway 06 taxi via
Oops.
Delta Alpha Viva 313.
Smart flows didn't flow, right? After start flow. Main clock. Clocking.
After start checklist. Anti-ice. Sit. ECAM status. Checked. Trim.
Show it.
All
Irishman.
engines stable.
You it
After start
almost
checklist
it almost
completed.
blocked you, man. I got you, buddy. I got you.
Clear
Taxi
on the right.
flow.
Clear on the left.
Are we clear? We are clear.
Taxi checklist. Takeoff runway. Checked. Takeoff speeds. Checked. Flight control test.
Oh.
Full
Left.
left. Full right. Neutral. Neutral. Full forward. Neutral. Full back. Checked. Flaps. Sit. Radar PWS. Engine mode.
Normal.
Sit. ECAM memo.
Green, no blues.
Takeoff, no blue.
Oh. Yeah, there's blue right
Brake
there.
test.
Line sack of crap. Alright. Off, all call. Brake test. Let's bring up some throttle. Nope, not enough.
Checked.
Checked.
Taxi checklist completed.
Go bother the stewardess. Alright. Cabin crew doesn't want to go for drinks yet.
From the flight deck, we wanted to welcome you on board and thank you for flying with us today. We're anticipating an on-time departure, so just sit back, relax, and we'll have you in the air shortly.
Sit back, shut the hell up, and let me fly this damn bird. Don't distract me with your stupid questions. We'll get there when we get there, damn it. Welcome aboard. This is Viva 313. We're kind of rolling here on one of these taxiways. I think we'll find the runway here momentarily, and then once we find that runway, I do recommend that you keep your seatbelts fully fastened at all times. I'll be honest, this is my first time flying, and you know, I think I got it down. I played a lot of Mario back in the day, so these buttons somewhat make sense to me. So I am not anticipating any major issues, but if they do happen, you sign the waiver. So you know, have yourself a great flight. Call all you lazy gooners, hit that like button. You've been told, you've been warned, you have been warned by Will. If you don't hit that like button, he's after you. He is after you. Since Lex doesn't have the patience for this. Is this BeyondATC basic or premium? So it is the basic for the AI planes, but it's premium for ATC. So half-half. So you'll hear when ground transfers over to tower, you'll hear the premium voices. But other planes are going to be basic voices. You folks were right. Holy cow. P2 said something my wife rarely ever says. I had so many binding collisions, or colliding with camera controls. Fixed it all. Fantastic. This is the most friendly channel, but a big but. Uses premium from tower, etc. Other basics for the base. Yeah. Has anyone ever accused of being drunk while taxiing? Limp, that's grounds for termination. Listen, I did say I was the first time. Didn't I say that? I said I was first time. I told him in the back, this is my first time flying. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. Alright, taxiing via Alpha. Gonna go all the way down. And then, you know, then we'll figure out what happens. So is this technically considered international, right? Not domestic? Because the domestic terminal's on the other side. So Cuba to Mexico is international, right? It's a different country. That's right. I'm always drunk taxiing if I'm flying after 5 p.m. Irishman says no comment. Is BeyondATC worth it? I'm thinking of getting it because I fly on VATSIM a lot, but the coverage isn't that great. Limited to same place all the time. It's fantastic. It is a fantastic add-on. I highly recommend it. Actually, I wonder if... Hold on a second. Uno momento. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, chicken. Hold on. Log in. While we're taxing out really slowly. Just give me a few moments. Hold on, hold on. Let me see what I'm trying to do here now. Is it this one? Not that one, nope. Okay.
Viva 313. Contact Marty Tower 118. Decimal 1.
Cabin crew, prepare for
Contact
takeoff.
Tower 118, decimal 1, Viva 313.
Okay, did that work? Alright, there you go. I think it's working now. Exclamation point raffle. If you don't have BeyondATC, I will give you the option.
Runway 06.
I will give you an option to win a free one. The rule is you have to do exclamation point raffle, and you have to be a part of the Discord. So if someone has the opportunity, can you put exclamation Discord in the
Lineup checklist.
in the chat
Runway
so that they know to get inside there.
Viva 313, ready for departure,
Confirm.
runway 06.
TCAS. Sit.
Alright, landing lights are on.
Sit.
Viva 313.
Cabin crew.
Marty
Cabin
Tower
crew, prepare for takeoff.
1085 at 10. Runway
Notify.
06. Cleared for
Lineup
takeoff.
checklist completed.
Runway 06, cleared for takeoff.
Has anyone
Viva
here about the new
313.
program called Transmitter? It allows you to see where your friends are flying when they're in the sim. Oh, interesting. No, I haven't heard of that. Put a link, Irishman. Chickens. Or chicken. Oh, is that the screenshot? Maybe earlier? The desktop? Sorry with a C.
Runway 06.
Okay, we are heading, let's see, clear for takeoff, and then we're just going to follow the departure route. Okay, cool. Flaps are set and checked. Auto brakes are set and checked. We have no blues. We should be grand.
Man flicks.
Whoops. Whoop.
SRS.
There we go. Man flex.
Thrust that.
Checked. Irishman, you can't vote.
100 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate.
Oh, wait. Oh, V's are way off. Alright, there's V1. Rotating. Holy cow, that pulled up really quick.
Positive rate.
Gear going up.
Gear up.
Oh boy, P2 is kind of liking the max.
400 feet.
Hell has officially frozen over. Now we got to get Will on board. And J. Russ. And Fry. Pretty much everyone else. All right, we got I didn't think it was that. I didn't pay attention to the wind. It's gusty
Flaps
up
up.
here. Flaps up. Spoilers are up. Climb mode.
Flaps up.
Contact Havana, departure 119.35 by the
Acceleration altitude.
Checklist.
Havana departure, Viva 313, 1,800 feet.
Viva 313, Havana departure identified. Climb to flight level 190.
190.
Climb to flight level 190, Viva 313.
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva 313, you're off course. Clear direct monkey. Resume on navigation.
Off course. What?
Affirmative. Cleared direct Mupke, Risumo navigation, Viva 313.
What the hell are you talking about? I just departed. Alright, standard pressure is on.
Autopilot 1 on.
Autopilot's on. What are they talking about? Mumkey. There's Mumkey. I can go direct to Mumkey? That's like way back behind me.
Transition altitude.
That's crazy. Oh, I gotta change that to standard. Okay. Oh, Irish man, why did we enter again? This was for BeyondATC. That's fantastic. If you don't own BeyondATC, you have a chance to win it in the raffle. So exclamation point raffle for one free copy of BeyondATC. This is the basic version of BeyondATC. This is not the supporters edition, so you don't get the experimental stuff. This is whatever is officially ready to go. So if you don't own it, you have the chance. Limp says he loves the Max. I love the Max too. It's freaking awesome. I was gonna do it for this flight, but Will said I had to do the FENIX. P2 says I can land it without smashing with the Mosa stick and can I land it without smashing it? I use AI FEDIT V1's Airbus preset and asked to create a Boeing preset out of it. Ooh, nice. I'm raffling my ass off. What's going on? Is the Copilot app worth it? I like it. I really do. But I want let Will and I think P2. I think you have it. Yeah, P2 has it as well. Let Will and P2 give you more opinion on it, because I think they have. Well, Will definitely has more experience with it. P2 bought it, I think, around the time I bought it. And I think it's good. My only complaint with it, honestly, is that I still, even with a complete PC reset, I still can't get key bindings to work properly. Still can't get it to work properly. Irishman posted it in the general chat. Awesome. Sorry, have a sub with SI. I don't want it. It always gives the different one way. Will say, that's great. Okay, so we're going ahead and we're going to climb up to 3.8. I'm just going to put in 3.8 because we'll get the vectors up to that altitude. Does anyone have any tips for this? The FENIX sounds. I feel like I really have to lower the Sim's volume, because the FENIX sounds are just really loud. I have the environment turned almost pretty much, not all the way down, but like at 20%. And it still seems really, really loud.
Another subscriber.
We have Beyond the Skies. Thanks for the subscription. Much appreciated. Exclamation point raffle, if you haven't already, for a chance to win BeyondATC, a free copy of BeyondATC. You do have to have access to the Discord. To Discord, period. But I'll need to have your Discord name if you do win. So that's where I can send you the code. Yeah, the wind sounds too loud. Is there no way to fix it other than turning down the volume of the sim? I think that's the only way that I've seemed to figure it out. Or I can turn all the engines down all the way, but then you have to do it for each flight.
Viva 313, contact Havana Center 120.25, bye-bye.
Contact Havana Center 120.25, Viva 313.
How long is this poll? 21
Havana
more minutes.
Center.
All right, cool. So it's for the pretty much for the flight.
313.
No problem.
Good day.
Or for the cruise
Passing
at least.
Flight level 167 for flight level 190.
38,000 feet is really high. But I guess 38 will be here, and then top of descent's here, so I guess it works. I guess it does work.
Climb to flight level 380, Viva 313.
P2 says don't be a traitor and switch to and switch back to BeyondATC. Alright, 12 right is my expected arrival runway as of right now. Speaking of, so let's see if Portland, because we had a runway change with the last flight. So did they change it IRL? Or was that another BeyondATC, digital ATIS? That's supposed to have been, I believe, some fixes done to it. Not completely fixed, of course, but Portland visuals 28 left, 28 right. Yes, that's still... This was updated an hour ago. Almost an hour ago. 40 minutes ago, so yeah. Doesn't look like it was a 10s. So there's still that to be concerned about, I guess.
November 993, Romeo Sierra, contact Miami Center 124.7, have a good day.
Contact Miami Center 124.7. November 993, Romeo Sierra. Bye-bye.
Alright, sorry. Not quiet there because I had to text mom again. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Transistor would be cool for us, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'll check it out. Oh yeah, sorry, Volanta. Thank you. Thank you, P2. Let me get that going. Havana, na, na, na. Where the hell are we going? MMUN. Cancun. Irishman with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Irishman. We got SMPL, Dave, AJ, and Windy Aviation. Hey, Windy Aviation has a YouTube channel as well, so check out his stuff. Let's see, what else we got here? Master copy. Next group flight might be this Sunday. Might be this Sunday. My wife and I are going to take care of some stuff on after I get off on Saturday. After I get off work Saturday, tomorrow. So we should be. I think we might be cool. We might be cool to do a group flight on Sunday if everyone's down for that. If everyone's available for that. Just not a crazy long one. We're going to do the. I like P2's idea. We're going to do the Canadian. We're going to start a Canadian series group flights. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be really, really fun. So hopefully Sunday. Hopefully Sunday. Where are we heading to, Chicken? We're heading to Cancun right now. Heading to Cancun. And again, thank you, Irishman, for the 5 gifted memberships. So Will gave 5 earlier today, and then we have Irishman giving out 5. Windy Aviation is amazing. Yeah. And let's see. What is a gift membership? So for YouTube, it's nothing amazing. More so, it's just kind of it's what do you say? It's providing support to the content creators, the streamers, right? More to that. You get a little badge next to your name in chat. You also get access to videos that I make available to members first. So I try to do that with a couple videos here and there. The next 2 videos I'm working on, I'll make sure the members have access to it first for a couple days. But that's about it on YouTube, on the YouTube side. I wish it did more. Like, it gives you, I think, you can highlight chat or something as well. But I wish there was more to it. I wish you could get, like, you know, less ads or no ads. I wish you could do that. I wish you could do other special features or something. But it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Chicken, well, so technically the flight is Viva. I'm using a program called A Pilot's Life, Chapter 2. And that is that guy here. That's a Pilot's Life Chapter 2, so it's career mode. So we're using that. And it's a purchase flight, so Havana to Cancun. But, and it's Viva Airlines. But I didn't change my livery. So we're doing Viva as a Delta. We're doing Viva as Delta. It's beautiful looking. I do want to go to Cuba one time. I think it'd be cool. Going to Havana. I don't care about Cancun. Cancun just seems like a tourist spot. I don't have any interest in that. But Havana would be really cool, I think. Gander to Halifax will be a great short route for group flights. Gander is famous for its kindness when all flights got diverted after night. Oh yeah, I remember that. P2, are there any good paid or free? If you can put that in Discord, if there's any good paid or free livery, not liveries, airports for those 2, that'd be cool. Jesus, Will says. Viva as Delta, that's funny. Listen, there's a partnership here. I am about bringing everyone together. Everyone together. Look on the Discord under screenshots. You will see the Viva livery.
Havana Center, 50313. Good day. Through flight level 323.
Let's see.
For flight level 380, direct Mupkey.
Oh yeah, you posted that way back when, right? Which one is that one?
Viva 313, Havana Center, radar.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I see it. I like that. I need to get that. I was a doofus and I didn't think about changing liveries. I like that livery. It's simple and does the job. All right, 13 minutes, folks. 13 minutes. If you don't currently own, this goes out to Irishman. If you don't, if you don't currently own BeyondATC, ! Raffle. you have a chance to enter in and get yourself a free copy of BeyondATC. And if Irishman loses, or sorry, if Irishman wins, then I'll just do one of those other, like, you know, Google polls real quick. Turn the wheel and I'll put the numbers in. We'll do that. Yeah, I want to go to Cuba. I think really cool. Halifax has a paid scenery. I will check Gander and post on Discord. Thank you. Especially if you like old cars. That's very nice looking. I love the water. The different blue colors. Very nice. It's a damn near perfect day to fly. I think I picked a perfect flight, everyone, for a change. Will is in it too, better check. We got 4 entries. I can't see who the entries are, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, Will and P2? I mean, sorry, not P2. Will and Irishman? If I had what's it called? Kip's ban ability. You know, he bans JT all the time. I should say chat does now. You both be banned. 5-minute timeout. Food is amazing there, too cheap. Now the beaches, they're a different story. Oh, beach is no good? Cruise is going to be short, yeah. He started it. Alright, so we have... what do we have? Or I should probably put in destination. Huh? Alright, let's go over here. Next. Alright, QNH for the arrival is 3009. Temperature is a blistering 33 degrees. Jesus. Winds are 8 at 6.
From the flight deck, we've reached our cruising altitude. We hope you enjoyed
and
today's
the
flight.
minimums.
We'll certainly do our best up here to make it as enjoyable as possible.
220.
When the seatbelt sign is off, you're free to get up and move about the cabin. However, when
Okay.
seated, please keep your seatbelt fastened as turbulence can
And this
occur
plane
at any
automatically
time.
does the
Thanks again and welcome.
ILS approaches as well. Blow up your 319. I didn't like them at all. Water was brown. Ooh, water was brown. Ew. The announcements are from the program you see on your left there. So that is First Officer. Flight Sim First Officer. So for Flight Sim First Officer, you have to buy each plane variant. And then if there's different variants, different developers, like there's the fly-by-wire and there's the FENIX for the Airbus 320s, you have to buy each one of them separately. But if you own the FENIX ones, you can use it for all 3 variants of the FENIX, which is cool. But like if you own the PMDG 737 and the iFly 737 MAX, you have to buy it separately. But they're $17 or something, so it's a good price. I want to eventually, I'm going to wait for the next version to come out, V6, right? But then I'll end up buying probably the CRJ and I don't know if I'll buy the 777, but definitely the CRJ because I fly that a lot. And honestly, I don't know about the PMDG. Like, I'll wait for that until the 737 until it's official for 2024, and figure out if they're going to do a paid update to it. Because if there's a paid upgrade, I probably won't get the PMDG 737. I'll be honest. Like, I'm very happy, very happy with the iFly. And I know it's a different version, different variant of the 737. I understand that point. But from a Simmers aspect, I'm very happy with the iFly. Very happy with the iFly. That's the iFly pulled me away from the PMDG 737 to begin with in 2020. Put all the details in the Canada Series channel. Fantastic. So, for those interested, Sunday, the plan is this coming Sunday, which should be the 20th. Is that correct? The 20th. We'll do a group flight. We do it. I'm gonna. I forgot we were doing our groceries on Sunday. We'll tentatively plan it for noon, Central Time, U.S. Tentatively plan it around that time. I might have to do some... Maybe I'll try to pick them up instead. Do I have charts set up for this plane? Yep, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and start briefing the arrival, shall we? Okay, so we're looking at least right now via the Nostat arrival. Going to come in this direction here. And wait, hold on now. Yeah, I think we're coming in here. And then we'll expect some vectors around at some point there. I did a Yankee arrival, so then we'll come in for the arrival this way. So I think what the plan is going to be is we'll get vectors. I gotta zoom in a little bit here. We'll get vectors on in, and then actually no, it's gonna vector us this way, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna follow the stars here, the waypoints in here, and then get vectored in for the arrival here. That's my guess, is what's going to happen. Yeah, for 12 right. So we'd be coming in around this way, swinging in for the arrival, make the landing, and then 12 right. So over here, terminals. There's a whole crap load of terminals here, so I don't know where we're parking. I'll let BeyondATC get us into parking. So we're allotted down to 3,000 feet. So let's go ahead and pop that in for altitude. Okay. Instacart that stuff. We'll do the Walmart Plus. We'll do the Walmart Plus, but the window, we also do the, it's technically in-home service, but we don't have them come in the home. And so we paid up for it, because if you don't pay up, then you have like DoorDash or whoever it is deliver it. And we've had too many times where they deliver to the wrong address, or they get completely lost, whereas Walmart's always pretty much the same two people that make the delivery, so they know who we are. Probably hate us all the time. But the window is like I think it's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or some crap. And they're so inconsistent. Sometimes they'll come earlier, like 10 a.m. or 11. Rarely do they ever come past 12. Rarely. So I think 12 should be fine. Should work. Sorry I have to bring New Testaments to church. Lex rules again. Lex did 2 flights and I'm still on the same damn one. Oh man. It happens. But I also do shorter flights than you, Master Copy. Alright. Countdown is officially commencing. 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Exclamation point raffle. Exclamation point raffle to enter in. If you do not own BeyondATC, this is your final call out. Do not own BeyondATC, your final call out to have an opportunity to win 1 free copy of the base version of BeyondATC. Final call. Two times that cruise. 197 nautical miles to go. What do we have? We have 199. Oh, we'll probably be landing about the same time. Master Copy. We'll probably be landing about the same time. Different airports, but same time. Because you're going to Atlanta still, right? You're going to Atlanta, I think, still. I have the question that has to be answered after the stream here. Do I go bring that TV back? Or TV, the monitor, not back, but do I have to, should I bring it to UPS after the stream, or do I wait till tomorrow and do it during work? Like a lunch break or something? That's where the question mark comes in. How lazy do I want to be? Ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty damn lazy. Ain't gonna lie. Oh, so, I don't remember if I told you all about this. So, what's it called? So Xfinity is the internet we have here at our house. And, we've been paying about $130, which is crazy expensive, but it is what it is. Oh, they changed our runway. 12 left. We'll expect NOSA 1 Bravo, runway 12 left. Viva 313. Wow, they changed the runway just a little bit. That's a weird, interesting change. Why left? Alright. Arrival left. I'm going to stick with Yankee. It's going to go... Yep, that's all fine. Alright, and then... It's an interesting change of runways. I guess it makes sense for the course we're going in. Left would be the right side. But, you know... left would be the right side. 250. Cool. Anyway, so, yeah. So, anyways, Xfinity, they put out this big old press thing, how they're changing pricing because people are leaving them and all that jazz. And I went on their website to look at the plans to see if I can get, like, the same deal, or is it for new customers? Because, you know, that's how a lot of companies work. They're trying to get new people in, or trying to get people that left. So, I did go on their site, and I'm going to be saving, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 bucks a month. Just by simply clicking a button. It's the same plan I have, 1 gigabit, the same plan, but I clicked the button. It's wild. Wild. Yeah, visibility is amazing. Nice and blue skies, yep. I have a copy of FS Realistic. Can I raffle that? Can you? Do you have a code? I think I have a copy of something, SimHaptic still. Actually, we're ready for descent now. Viva 313. I think I still have a code to give out of SimHaptic. They had a deal up on their website a while back ago. Not on their website, their Discord. If you made a video about any other products, they'll send you a free code. And so I did a video because I like FS Realistic. I liked it. I haven't used it in 2024, but I like it. I've just tried to limit how many background things I have going on, because I noticed for something like that, it shouldn't make much of a difference with performance, but I try to limit that. That's why I don't use GSX a lot. Irishman says do it for my lunch break. I'm headed back to Best Buy. I'm headed to Best Buy after this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Master Copy. We're a bad influence on this stream sometimes. We really are a bad influence on the stream. Blue in the Skies, hello. I have FS Realistic. Do you have an extra copy of Pilot's Life, though? We're going to start doing trade-offs here. I'll trade you Realistic for Pilot's Life. Haven't used FS Realistic in a long time. Got tired of hearing the toilet flush behind... Oh, yeah. You can turn that off, though. Specs. I don't know if I have a button for specs, but... And this is outdated, too.
Someone asked for the system specs. This dude is running an i7-14700K paired with an NVIDIA 4080 and 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Blimey, that's a decent setup.
We're starting drama here.
In case you ask, he also is using a Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo with the Turtlebeach rudder pedals.
So the only thing that's different in that is I have a 5080 now instead of the 4080. I keep forgetting I have to upgrade that. I will trade my copy of a PMDG 777 for a 5090. That's a fair trade.
From the flight deck, we've started our descent. Expect to arrive to Decatur.
That's a fair trade.
To 25 minutes. It's been a pleasure having you on board with us today. We look forward to seeing you again on a future flight.
Simbit was in the chat not too long ago. I think they were half jokingly about giving out a free copy of APL. But that would have been cool. Give a free copy off the APL in chat. It's a freaking amazing program. Cries in 7900. Sorry, I only have a 5070 Ti. Alright, flight's been pretty good so far. Coming up on the 3-hour mark. Raffle is completed, right? Raffle is completed. Alright, pick winner time. Here we go, folks. Ready? It is time. The raffle is completed. We have 4 entries, only 2 count. We have chicken and we have Behind the Skies. Chicken and Behind the Skies. And the winner is Behind the Skies. Congratulations, Behind the Skies. I'll bring it up here on the screen so you know I'm not cheating. Oh, wrong button. There it is. Behind the Skies. Congratulations. You are the winner of the raffle. So, message me on Discord. And you know what? Tell you what. Let me just verify. Hold on. Hold on. Let me verify. Let me verify. Yes. Both of you, both Chicken and Beyond the Skies. It's Chicken Y'all and Behind the Skies. Both message me in Discord. Send me a DM in Discord, and I will give you both individually a copy of BeyondATC. I think I had 3 codes left or something. So yes, I'm happy to give both of you. You both entered. We had 2 improper votes. Therefore, I feel it's only the right thing to do, because Will and Irishman are trying to cheat you out of codes they already own. Holy crap, is there a plane that just flew by us? Oh, it was a plane ahead of us. Yeah, so send me a message. Send me a message, just go both of you, and you'll both get free copies. Lex Stereo, it should be just Lex Stereo. So it should be, I think it's just that, right? Also, you can join the Discord and you can find me through that way. Oh crap, I just hit the wrong button. You should also be able to find me in Discord that way. There we go. It's a hoax, guys. Really, watch it. Serious question. Should I upgrade my 7900 to a 5080 or nah? Well, Will just upgraded his... What do you have? I think he had a 70... No, what do you have? He bought a 9700 or something recently, right? And he upgraded to a 5090. I'm very happy with my 5080. I really am. Like, P2, honestly, it's one of those things, like, if you can afford it, it's worth it. But, yeah, again, that's only if you can afford it. 2, what would you do with your 9700? Like, can you sell that? Can you give it to your girlfriend? Like, what can you do with it? What can you do with that card? Because I was able to sell my 4080, and that helped a lot with the cost of the 5090, or 5080. That really helped with the 5080, so.
Traffic.
Irishman, we lost. It's a hoax, guys. See, Will and I had a method of your madness, to your madness. That's fantastic. Limp says, I fly mainly on the network now and haven't used BeyondATC in a little bit. It always seems to land me on the wrong runway or wrong way. Yeah, I think that's slowly being fixed. They had an update that came out. It's for experimental people. You know, supporter packs, I should say. And we saw that it wasn't actually 100% correct with the last flight. This flight seems to be correct, though. 12 right's what it gave us, but 12 left also works. 12 left actually makes more sense for this flight. So it actually corrected that. Definitely a game changer. Yep. P2 says I can try selling the GPU, but I always get scared of people scamming me. Yeah. So I did mine on eBay. I've had really good luck on eBay. I haven't gotten scammed yet. Knock on wood. But I've sold a GPU. I've sold RAM. I've sold flight sim peripherals. Sold a CPU. All has gone fine so far. So it's one of the things, like, when put it up there, and then when a seller is trying to contact you, like message you about it, about dropping the cost or questions, look into them. Like, what's their history look like? What's their star rating? That kind of jazz, right? Just gotta be very cautious on it. Take a lot of caution. But eBay has this, you know, the buyer's protection, and it has the seller's protection. So, you know, there's that as well. I can always try selling. Oh, that's the 5080 is so much cheaper than the 5090Y. Well, it's like 25% less performance or something. It's like that. It's a pretty big drop in performance, but the price is substantially different. Congratulations to you both. You'll love it. Chicken says, good night, y'all. It's 2:50. Have to sleep. I watch your main stream in the for breakfast. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Chicken. Really do. Have a great night. Have a great sleep. And have a great weekend as well. And I'll send you, if you send me DMs, which I got 2. Yep.
To flight level 200, Viva 313.
All right. I'll send out the codes right now. So you'll go to beyondatc.net/downloads, and then you should be able to get your code. You should be able to get the download through there. This will be the code you'll enter in. So, behind the skies, I just sent yours off. And chicken. Yours has been sent off as well.
Viva 313, contact Merida Center 125.2. Bye-bye.
Contact Merida Center 125.2, Viva 313.
Alright, so codes have been sent.
Merida Center, Viva 313, descending.
Disclaimer, if the codes don't work, it's not my fault. Apparently someone had an issue with one of the codes in the past and it didn't work. I only give what I get. I only give what I get. I only give what I get. Sorry. So if they don't work, I did my job. I gave out the codes. Beyond the Skies got it. Perfect. Awesome. Yep. So just go again. BeyondATC.net/download. I think it's download or downloads with an S. One of the two. And then enter in the code. Congratulations, both of you. Enjoy BeyondATC. I think they come with some premium voices to start off with. 10,000 or something? I don't remember. Okay, so the 5080 has less VRAM than the 7900. The 5090 is way too expensive. Yeah, I agree. Way overpriced. But, like, I know people talk about VRAM a lot, and, you know, it is the case. There is an issue, and, like, Flight Sim is using a little too much at times, especially when you jump into the FENIX. But I haven't noticed it really causing me major issues. Honestly, in Flight Sim, take that what you like.
Delta 586, Merida Center, radar contact. Delta 619, Bromar 1 Alpha, runway 12 left, report ready for descent.
Bromar 1 Alpha, runway 12 left, ready for descent, Delta 619.
Delta 619, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Delta 619.
Alright, standard pressure. Oh, I gotta fix that. Let me fix that over here. So, go to settings, and sim settings, and it's under cabin controls. Here we go. Linked. Save. There we go. Okay. And what's our ETA? APL is telling me 1718. So in about 18 minutes. What is the plane telling me? The plane's 21. So about 20 minutes we'll be on the ground. My setup is only 1.5 years old at the moment. I'm planning on upgrading the CPU to the 9900 next year maybe. I will just buy the 5090 then. Need to save up. New PSU and a bigger case and fans. Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. Plus, you know, maybe things with pricing will be adjusted by then. Who knows? It's unlikely. Nvidia's pretty set on their ways and stubborn, which is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna step away, uncage the bird, or not uncage, but uncover the bird so he can enjoy the day, and then we should be preparing for the arrival. So I'll be right back.
At this time, we need all passengers in their seats with seatbelts fastened and seats in a full upright position. We'll be coming through the cabin shortly to collect all remaining trash.
Delta 586, descend to 14,000 feet, altimeter 3009er.
Descend to 14,000 feet, altimeter 3009er, Delta 586.
Alright, well we got clear down to 14,000. The 7900, right now it's cheaper and better. They call that chasing the dragon P2. Oh, got rid of that. My next flight after this one is going back to Salt Lake City. Oh, jeez. Hopefully by then my girlfriend will hit the jackpot and maybe become sugar mama. One could hope. One can hope, can't they? V1 is flying to MMUN. Oh, no way. On BATC? That's awesome. Small world. That's crazy to think, like, there are thousands of airports in the world. They let him back on BATC? Was he not? Oh, not on BATC? What happened to V1? He got kicked off ATSIM?
Viva 313, descend to 9,000 feet.
I don't follow him a lot.
Feet, Viva 313.
Polaris 1028, contact Cancun approach 124.7.
Contact Cancun approach 124.7, Polaris 1028.
Delta 1898, heavy contact Cinema control 123.9.
Contact CNAMR control 123.9. Delta 1898 heavy.
Alright, update. Sorry, I had to change my password for something. Okay. What am I missing? Sorry. He is banned from BATSIM for not sharing the personal information and submitting ID proof. I didn't submit ID proof either, though. I didn't submit it, and I was able to log into it. But we had that storm, so I had to log off. I didn't want to, like, crap out during midstream, or mid-flight.
Dear passengers, we have reached an altitude that requires all
Banned 2 weeks ago.
electronics to be turned off and stowed for landing.
Really?
You may continue to use your handheld phones and tablets in airplane
Is it
mode.
because he's a larger streamer, so like they know they're targeting him? They're like looking at his profile, and I'm a nobody.
The captain
You get a
has turned on
permaban?
seatbelt signs.
Really?
In a moment, we will be coming through the cabin to collect your trash.
Yeah, ridiculous. Show your ID for sure. Limbs never shown formal ID. Yeah.
Viva 313,
Passing 10,000
Cancun
feet.
approach 124.7.
It's extremely realistic.
Contact Cancun approach 124.7, Viva 313.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't to give some private
Cancun approach, Viva 313,
small company
9,600
my
feet.
identification. I'd
Have
be
Viva on board.
very questionable about that. Like giving it to banks.
Viva 313 Cancun approach.
Hear about breaches all the time.
Altimeter 3009, expect the ILS X-ray runway. 12 left with the
Plus, there are other ways to do it. You know, if they're really concerned about,
Altimeter 3009,
you know, keeping things safe and all that.
expect
Not safe, but
X-ray
like,
runway. 12 left with the rudder transition.
what do you want to say?
Viva 313.
Verification. They could do like, there's some places that they'll send you a letter in the mail, like in the actual physical mail, and you have to verify you get it, give them a code or something, right? That I feel would be better. A much better way to do this than an actual identification. They'll have your address, sure, but who the hell cares? You can get you can get anyone's address from the internet. You know what I mean? Type in their name, you get an address.
Descend to 7,000 feet.
Descend to 7,000 feet. Viva 313.
Yeah, problem is not secure. Apollyon, welcome on in. Showing your ID is a legal requirement to meet online safety laws for minors. It is for, it is that, or they get BATSIM disabled in the respective country. Ah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Never thought about that. It's a legal requirement to meet online safety. Fascinating. That shows you how little I know about any of this stuff.
Over to Tower 118.1. United 1154.
because of the ID thing, SI is selling more. Well, hopefully BeyondATC is as well. And FSFO. Yeah, for the child thing, that makes sense. But I still think there should be a different way to do it. It's a legal requirement. But like, so it's in certain countries. But like I was saying, like, is there, what about a way to, like, you know, like I said, send a piece of paper in the mail. I know it costs more, probably, you know, for the company, and VATSIM's free. You know, but send a piece of mail, or I don't know. There's gotta be some other way to do it. There's also websites you can do. Again, I know VATSIM's free, so this is at the cost of a VATSIM network. But you know, there's websites where, well, the minor thing would be a problem. I was thinking, like, I know in the States, I'm not sure about, you know, the world, but in the States, you'll have like a second verification thing. Like, you call your bank, they'd be like, all right, in 1995, what color car did you own? Then you'll say it. And then in you know, 2013, when did you buy your, you know, your house or something? Or you use this mortgage company or something like that. The issue isn't requiring the ID, they are required to. The issue is that they have been doing it too loosely or of late. The only way to avoid it completely is to make VATSIM 18+. Which, yeah, I don't like it 18+ either, because that there are a lot of amazing people. You know, you go in 757 Spy and you hear it all the time. Incredible young teenagers who are on the VATSIM network, and it's amazing. There are amazing controllers that are young, and that's incredible. I never would have thought at you know, 13, 14 years old to even dream of talking to someone like that live. So that's bravo to them, and they do an incredible job at doing it. Incredible job. So yeah, I would hate to see any of them, you know, lose access to VATSIM. Absolutely. Do a parental control but no ID sharing? Do you think BeyondATC will ever control but not ID? Hold on. Do you think BeyondATC will ever integrate multiplayer? I don't know if it's on their plan. I don't think so with traffic. I would say no. So technically, say intentions isn't supposed to allow anyone under the age of 18 either, because of something to do with ChatGPT. But I know in some cases they have allotted select people to do it. When you look at their TOS, it does state that in there. Like, you have to be, I think it's 18 years older or something like that. I can't remember what their terminology is. No, it has to be an ID is ensure the person who triggered their system is who they say they are. So if they do something naughty, VATSIM can act. I think Asobo has to do the most of work now. In 1995, I owned a Seahawk. I kept it in my garage, called it USS JFK. Oh my gosh. The risk of VATSIM is, for example, you can ask a minor to go to an unused frequency and speak to them on... yep, there are some bad people out there that would certainly do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. The internet's full of predatory people. It's awful. And, you know, over the years, as it's become more and more accessible, and, you know, with stuff like VPNs and whatnot, it's easier for people to disguise. It's terrible. Very terrible. You know, you think about everything, and almost everything in history, there's always been like this, oh, this is going to be an amazing thing that's going to change the world, you know, for the positive. And there's always those people that ruin, you know, the system. You know, there's just always this. No matter what, that's just human nature. People do that, and it's just, I hate it. I really hate it. The old saying is, you can't have anything nice, right? It's the case in point. It's true. It's so true. It's so sad. So many good things have been ruined because of, you know, people being malicious or just flat out nasty. Will ask me to go to an Will ask me to go to unused frequency all the time. Shame on you, Will. I knew you and Will are up to something. I knew you two were up for something. Alright, 3,000. We're going to switch over here. Hopefully get a vector to the left momentarily. Clear direct to ridge, cross range above 3,000. Oh, clear for the ILS. We are clear for the ILS. Son of a bitch. Alright, swinging on over to 12 left. I'm yapping away, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Let's get that going. And LS is armed. 20 nautical miles out. We blocked your. It blocked your message. You and Will and Irishman are both being blocked today. Limp says there are some good kids on the network, but there's a lot of them that just want to declare emergencies and mayday, mayday. Yeah, you know, and like I said, like there's always the pluses and negatives with all of it. You know, there are amazing kids who play Call of Duty, you know, or any kind of, you know, Fortnite or whatever it be, and then there are the ones who are just screaming and loud and annoying, right? You hear those jokes all the time. You know that Call of Duty is full of 12-year-olds, you know, telling your mama jokes and whatnot. That's not the case all the time, obviously. And it's no different than BATC. It's no different than Fortnite or even if you go into Flight Sim and do like the voice chat in Flight Sim, like you're gonna hear great people are gonna have annoying people, and it doesn't matter if they're 12-year-old or if they're, you know, 85-year-old. I've known many 85-year-olds that are annoying as well. Alright, flight level 3,000, looking good. You have to admit, it's never a dull moment when Will and I are on. That is true. You are the backbone of the community. V1 is using BeyondATC. Now I know I live in the upside down world. Well, you know, you got to do what you feel is right. You know, if V1 doesn't want to provide them identification, that's your free right. You know, it just means you can't use the network. Technically, what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I don't want to throw too many things under the too much fire on the bridge. Okay, looking good. We like Born, you know. It's good to see BeyondATC getting the press it needs to get, though. They came out swinging. They came out looking really, really good. And they didn't really use a lot of the press, you know, a lot of the content creators to push out their product. They let the voices speak on their own. I got it early on. I used it early on. I didn't like it early on, but over the months they put in effort and came up with an amazing product, and I made my switch over. And I feel that this is going to happen a lot with you know, these type of programs. Oh, go on, say it. I will represent you. I'll keep quiet. It's the right thing to do. As much as I don't want to, it's the right thing to do. Plus, I don't even know how accurate it would be as a statement anymore. I'm pretty sure it is still accurate the last time I checked, which was a few months back. But I'll keep quiet. I'll keep quiet. It's the right thing to do.
Approach mode on.
You know, isn't that what's his name? Oh shoot, what's his name? Spike Lee. Do the right thing. Spike Lee says, "Do the right thing." Depriving me of a paycheck. Do the right thing, Spike Lee says. Hurry up, Navigraph and Beyond. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for that traffic update to come to Navigraph. I'm super excited. I was talking about it before, like I was on the verge of potentially oops. What the hell? I gotta fix that. on the verge of canceling my Navigraph subscription and sticking with the default charts, but
Flaps up.
no, flaps down. All right, approach checklist. Since it didn't do it automatically for some reason.
Approach briefing.
Over to Tower 118.
We're expecting the ILS approach for runway 12 right. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use manual braking. We can expect to park at gate 15. In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
No.
No. Speed brake on. Aero reference 306. Checked. Passenger signs. On. Minimums 200. Checked. Auto brakes. Set. Engine mode.
No, they're not.
Set. Approach checklist completed.
All right. Flaps 3 landing. It didn't capture glide slope on this one either right away. I don't understand why. That's 2 back-to-back flights. I didn't want to capture glide slope. Well, this one at least captured a localizer. I watch V1 stream all the time, and he's been putting down AITC, and that's why I think it's funny he's using it now. Hey, you know, we all change, right? We all change. What I like about what 757 Spy says is that he's not against AIATC. He thinks it's great because it's a way to learn ATC. It's a way to get in the comfort of understanding the logistics and how to talk to people, how to talk to tower and all that jazz. And then when you're feeling comfortable and you want to, you can jump on over to VATSIM. But, you know, I think there's a lot of people who never want to get on VATSIM because of the, you know, pressure or they don't want to, you know, be made fun of, or they think they're going to be made fun of, that kind of thing, right? And then, of course, BeyondATC and, you know, any of the ATC, you can fly whenever you want, however you want, and get a decent experience. This is going to be a foggy approach. So I like the way he thinks of it, because he's someone who's very big on VATSIM, loves VATSIM, but he's not, you know, he's not about AIATC. And that's fine. You don't want to use it, that's fine. Like, you use what you feel is best, and he likes the VATSIM network. But he knows it's a valuable tool. I love BeyondATC by learning to and be able to feel comfortable on the network. Yeah. Who wants to start on VATSIM now? Welcome to Mexico. Right, I need to go and do pouch change because it's been very warm. Ooh, yeah, I hear you. Thanks for coming in, Polyot. Really appreciate it. Good luck on the change. I had my change yesterday. All right, and AP off. My aircraft are exiting to the right. Exiting to the right. Steady. What did we have last time? 199 or 191 or something like that for the landing rate? Let's see if we can butter this one. I want under 140. I'm not going to pressure it either, though. It doesn't happen, doesn't happen. We got the wind's not in our favor.
100 above. Minimum.
Landing.
Minimums.
We got to do P2 justice. He showed us how to land last Sunday.
40, 30, 20, retard, 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 retard.
Manual braking.
Oh, that's hard.
Retard.
Spoilers.
That was hard. No bueno. I tried.
Decel.
That wind kept getting me. Alright, we're going to exit Alpha 3. Alpha 3, folks. Alpha 3.
70 knots.
Slow down, slow down.
Viva 313, exit next available taxiway.
I think Irishman said this airport's okay, so
Next available taxiway, Viva 313.
I'm hoping he's right. I haven't tested it. Okay. We'll go down to... Well, let's hold here, because I'm not sure if they're going to give us left or right.
Runway 12 left, clear to land. Polaris 1.
Foggy again.
Radar PWS.
Seatbelt sign is turned off. On behalf of our captain and crew,
We got in at the same time. 8321 lands better.
Have a good day.
Ground 121.0, Viva 313.
Radar PWS.
Cancun ground, hello from Viva 313. We are at Alpha 3 looking to taxi to gate 37.
Radar PWS.
Hold on, I'm working on things. Stop pressuring me.
Viva 313, welcome to Cancun.
Off.
Gate 37.
After landing checklist completed.
1 Delta, Bravo, Bravo 4.
Gate 37 via Alpha 1, Delta, Bravo, Bravo 4, Viva 313.
Alright, so it looks like we're going straight still. I watch so many people land an Airbus and overflare all the time. I'm guilty of it too. I'm very guilty of it as well. The wind always gets me though. If I ever have like anything over, let's say a 10 knot headwind, it just seems to always get me. Alright, well that was a pretty successful flight, I'd say, right? Alright, get rid of first officer. Can bring up BeyondATC, I suppose, right? There's BeyondATC. Oh, why is it in the middle of the screen? I don't want it in the middle of the screen. What the hell is that? Let's put it there.
Watch the ground speed.
Oh, watching it. Thank you for that notice. Lock that. Alright. Ooh, that saved me. Without that warning, I would have oversped. Would have lost my points. Alright, folks. Well, this is going to be the last flight today. I do appreciate everyone coming in. Made it 3.5 hours today. 2 good flights. Really, really good flights. 777, A319. 2 different parts of North America, for the most part. Really, really fun. 319 was a lot of fun. The 777, really, really good. We had a lot of awesome chat today. And then, like I said, we're looking at maybe doing the group flight on Sunday. Let me just confirm a few things and kind of do what we did last Sunday or last Saturday, which is I'll let y'all know if it's going to happen for sure. If I can make it happen, I should say. But obviously, if I can't make it, y'all should do a group flight together. Like if I don't, I really recommend y'all do it too. It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. And then we'll do the Discord chat again too, because that was really cool. Alright, so we are 37. So this is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this flight. Oh, flaps, gotta get flaps up. Gonna get dinged on that too. Well, this airport's where I'm really feeling the FPS drop. Nothing terrible, just like a couple FPS, but... And parking brake is set. Over here to the side, we're going to go to the FENIX app. We're going to go to ground services.
I'm having problems with the APU. Would you mind checking it out?
Would you just shut the hell up? Alright, get rid of you. Go up top here. External power is on. Good. And then engine 1 and 2 are off. We'll turn off BeyondATC so I don't get hit with any more premium voices. It looks like the FPS hit was from traffic, because now it's so much smoother. Which is normal. Traffic does that. The Redeemed one, welcome in. We're just ending stream. But welcome on in. Okay, let's see what we got with APL. BeyondATC. APL is on the screen. That's my next flight. Logbook says... FO man. Okay, 100%. Nice. I got 100% on that flight. Very nice. Landing rate was a 182. A 182. So I beat the last one, right? Last one was yeah, just by 3 points. 185 was the last flight. So 182 for this landing. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. don't know what is the Redeemer one. I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, thanks everyone for coming in today's stream. A lot of fun and really cool airport. This is a Cancun airport. I think there's only this one available, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Got to start buying flights. Yeah, it's well worth it. Like if you have the expendable income in APL, like it's well worth it, I feel, in my opinion. But next stream hopefully will be on Sunday. We'll do a group flight, and then next week, I think not Monday. Well, yeah, I should be able to stream on Monday. We'll figure out next week's schedule. I'm not sure. I should be available every day next week because I don't have any weird work schedules. And the only thing next week is my wife has something going on Monday, but she'll be out of the house by then. So yeah, I should be able to stream Monday. If not Monday, because of Sunday, maybe Tuesday. But we'll figure it out. We'll at least do 3 flights next week. Definitely no stream next Sunday. No group flight next Sunday, because next Sunday we have some things going on. And the one after that, probably not either. So I'll make sure, try to get the one this Sunday. But as always, thanks for coming in. Thanks to thanks to Will and thanks to Irishman for the gift of memberships today. Thanks to P2 for coming in, Master Copy for coming in, Will, Chicken. Who else do we have in today? Limp, thanks for coming in. Polyot and into the what is it? Into the Blue, right? Into the what's the name? Sorry. Behind the Sky, sorry. And then Fry was in today, and we'll see everyone on Sunday for the next flight. So if you're not in Discord, check out the Discord. We'll see you then. Until then, have a great rest of the day. Have a great Saturday, and we'll see you all Sunday. Take care.